You can have as many as you want as long as you come grab them.
All right.
That night will be more expensive than all the nachos in the world.
Anyways,
I really like nachos.
you can. We're already live with nachos. Apparently,
Oh well.
opening of session
It's
2.
a perfectly decent way to start.
of Sword
Welcome
Quest
to
Adventure.
session 2. It is session 2, isn't it?
Mhm.
Yes.
I'm already
Yeah.
turning into JP. Jesus. So welcome to session 2 of Zill's special Sword Coast Adventure Time. We have 5 players with us today, which is good because we have 5 players. Although one of them's in a car. Hi, Pandora. Don't crash. Right.
Don't drink and drive. Don't text and drive.
So, I guess we'll kick off with one of you guys giving us a recap of what happened during the first episode. Or session. Whatever. How encouraging.
That's what always happens.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to roll a d4. Pick one of you at random if no one volunteers.
Sorry, nachos. Well, we were traveling on our oxen. On the road, everything was happy and normal. There was some gobos. Some people got killed / kidnapped. We had some magic items. We stayed in the inn a couple times on the roadside. I don't know if anything else really that significant happened.
We have a goblin prisoner
That
slash
is-
retainer slash companion slash whatever else you want to call him, called Greg, currently tied to a tree.
in a BDSM hemp
Yes.
roll.
Horrific.
Great. Absolutely brilliant.
Also, the horses of our employees were slaughtered.
Employers.
Employers, sorry.
Yeah, they were
Still
captured.
get that wrong.
And
Yep.
they've been taken
I mean,
back to
oh
the
yeah, we
hideout.
did make horse jerky, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That happened.
Hey, man.
Well, you skinned and butchered them, but you have not yet made your jerkies. In fact, actually, I've got a note here that the cart turned over because you all ran off chasing goblins.
Yep.
One of the kegs of ale split.
Yep.
And has soaked into one of the sacks of flour.
Yep.
One of you planned to batter the horse meat in ale flour and fry it up.
Yep,
There you go.
that's a typical Hjalmar thing to do.
Right. Also, since Ellie volunteered to at least start the recap, Ellie can mark down inspiration on Pan.
Oh, nice. I feel so
Bonuses.
inspired.
Rigged.
Interesting.
Oh, by the way, if you haven't noticed yet, look at Tesli and Hjalmar's tokens, who have fancy new custom-made art.
Yay.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks, by the way.
By our very
My
own
pleasure.
Lena.
My pleasure.
I'll just keep that halo right there.
Yes, thank you for doing all that art.
Oh, I'm happy to.
So, we will return to our adventure, where you have just finished setting up your little camp off the side of the trail, screened by all the lovely underbrush. As the night begins to get dark, so the first thing I'm going to ask is who is cooking dinner?
Yeah, that would be me trying the deep fried horse ale flour mixture.
Would that be survival?
I hope so.
No, of
You
course.
can, if you've got, you can use survival, or if you've got cooking utensils, you could use that.
I can't cook with my bagpipes, right?
I'll
I
come
could
up
try
with
and smith
iron pot.
a meal together. I don't know how that would work
I've
like,
got an iron
hammer
pot
it
first.
until it cooks.
I got start a fire.
I'll take Timar to my side and say, well, mate, I don't know if this is going to go the way I want it, so you might just assist me with it, please.
I've got your back. I'll help.
Okay.
And so I'll take out my iron pot and then possibly help get a cooking setup going
Okay.
and start a little fire. Just using the cantrip. Digitization. I'm skipping the front bit.
That's fine. Have you got either cooking utensil or survival skill?
I've got survival. And I think
Yeah, I've
Hjalmar's
also
got
got
it
the
as well.
survival.
Okay. In that case, please, Hjalmar, if you're the main cook,
Mm-hmm.
give us a survival roll with advantage, as you are being assisted by Tamar.
Yeah.
I pray to you, Odin, please make this meal not terrible. Uh,
Okay.
not terrible.
That's average.
You have successfully made beer battered horse steaks.
With beer taste. At least a little bit.
Fascinating.
And smiles deviously.
When we are finished cooking, I just give everybody like a piece of rib with the steak on it, and I tell them this is not the best, but well, it's fresh, and I hand it out like giant meat lollipops.
Pan will chomp on it, savoring the taste of the beer.
Test size defeated.
Also, considering our friend that is hanging off the tree, Jama will try to throw one of the steaks at him.
Oh no.
He's died though.
All right. Make me an attack roll with dexterity, I guess.
Okay. Just be
this- Oh,
yeah.
Oh,
okay.
that's you
Is
roll
it-
with advantage. But the first one was
the
18.
first one. Wasn't 18.
So you throw one of these hot, freshly cooked beer battered horse steaks right at his face, and then it flops down onto the floor because he's tied up and can't do anything. If I remember right, he's tied up,
Oh yeah.
blindfolded. You've put stuff in his ears,
Yeah.
so
He's in a
Yes,
bad
yes.
place right now.
he has no idea what the hell has just happened.
And he's
hit in the face with something hot, and now he's screaming and wriggling about, going, "Ah, no kill Greg! No kill Greg!"
Pan looks at you sort of with an aggressive look.
Okay, not the smartest move. I digress. I'll go over to Greg, lower him, and just put the steak thing in directly into his mouth, or like so that he can nibble on it.
So force feeding him.
Not force feeding him, just putting one of the earplugs out and telling him, "Well, sorry for the attempt to throw this at you. My bad. I forgot that I tied you up very well. I have some meat for you. Would you like some horse meat seasoned with beer and flour
And moss and dirt.
and a little moss and dirt?"
Oh,
It's meat. Come on, Greg. We're friends now, right? I didn't chop your head off.
He looks. Have you unblindfolded him?
No.
Just taking one earplug out and just trying to feed him meat.
Mm,
You poisoned Greg.
I take the blindfold off him and bite into the mossed steak, and then hold it up to him while chewing aggressively and say, "I'm not poisoning you."
He waits until you swallow it.
Yeah.
Greggy.
Then I'll place it in a way that he can nibble on it, and if it falls down, it's his own fault, and I re-blindfold and earplug him.
Do you know how hard it is to eat while hanging upside down?
That's wow.
Oh, I remember that you at least gave him the mercy of not being upside down.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was where we drew the line.
yeah,
Apparently.
yeah, light, very blurry line.
A dotted line.
See, while we're kind of just obviously started making a meal, can I have a look around just to see if there's any herbs or anything growing in the area that I could possibly use? To see if there's anything I can spot.
Well, you look around the sort of campsite, and just around from where you can see, you just see like normal grasses and ferns and plants and things. But if you spent a while wandering around, you could probably pick some stuff up.
Yeah,
But
depends on how long's a while.
a couple of hours, and it is getting dark, so
Yeah, it's just asking for trouble. I still need to rest.
Yeah, we made camp already, like with
Yeah,
the
yeah.
wagons and okay.
Yeah.
Pan has a 2-person tent as well.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think I will actually just go back and just try and rest up a bit. Just contemplating what's happened today and what I just used to do.
okay. Now it's a shame Vardos is so mute because he might have had something to say about your assault on poor Grig.
Is it Greg or Greg?
It's not an assault. I'm feeding him. I'm being the good guy here.
To be fair, you assaulted him first.
Is it Greg or Greg? I have to ask.
His name is Grig, but it's spelled with an E.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It's a New Zealand goblin. After Greg has eaten up most of the steak, I'll take it out of his mouth, and then I'll put a gag on him and just put him up into the tree again.
Poor Grig.
He's sleeping bug free at least. At least I think so.
Okay, so you've allowed Grig to eat half of his food, and then you've tied him back up and dangled him from the branches.
No, like I let him nibble a little bit on the bone, but not everything is like clean off. So, for a goblin his size, the meal should be appropriate, considering I'm getting the same dose of meat.
Oh, that sounds fair enough, actually. Let's see. This is entirely for my purposes, and you don't need to know anything about this. Okay.
I'm gonna have to start bringing barrels of
Greg
salt.
does not throw up and choke on the things that he throws up.
That just got very gruesome.
It does.
So, you've fed yourselves. You've set up your camp. What are you gonna do for the night?
I would be taking first watch.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll push.
I also take first watch.
Oh, okay.
Like I'll put Pan to bed and then I'll come back out.
I'll put her to bed. Very well.
And then I'll switch out.
Okay. So are you
Um,
doing the traditional 4 watches of 2 hours each?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
Pan will take the darkest watch, whatever that is.
The second one?
Yes.
Yeah, second then.
The night is dark and full of goblins.
So Hjalmar and Tess on the first one, then Pan, and oh, okay.
And then Vargas is on the third watch into the.
I'll be on whatever watch that's necessary.
Well, we have 5 people, so we only have 2 people on one watch.
I'll be on the second. I'm guessing there's only 2 watches, or
There's
how many
4
watches do we
watches.
need?
4.
I'll be on the third or last watch then.
Okay, so me and Tesla on the first watch.
I'll do like the third watch as well.
Okay.
And then I'll go back to sleep on the fourth one. So I'll do second and third.
Nice. So,
I probably can do the fourth one as well, so
You can only do one
I was
watch.
planning to do something while you were on watch with me.
You can take 1 watch for free during 8 hours, but if you want to take 2 watches and you're not an elf, then you will have to make a Constitution check, or you won't get the benefits of the rest.
okay.
Mm.
I mean, is it just going to be Vardas on the fourth one then?
Yeah, just one person on the 4th watch.
Uh,
4th watch is morning watch, so it's not as bad.
Alright, so wait, I'll
all right, then I'll just do the first watch.
I'll
Yeah.
just do the third one then.
Okay.
The 4th watch is definitely when dawn comes in.
Yeah. So
So anyone who doesn't have dark vision might be a good one for that one.
Yeah, 1st and 2nd should be the people who don't have dark vision, and 3rd and 4th should be more dark vision oriented. Or sorry, 2nd and 3rd.
Right, yeah.
2nd and 3rd, and then are
Yeah.
dark vision, and then 1st and 4th, or whoever. So
Yeah, I'll go third because I've got dark vision.
yep.
I can go.
I-
I'll go. I have dark vision as well. If I'm right.
Well, dark vision's a dime a dozen, so
Yeah, I think everyone except Hjalmar has it, I think.
If you're in half elf, can you also take on 2?
No.
no,
Okay.
you hear crying in human. While the watch is me and Tessely, Pan, Timar, and Vardas, right?
No, I'm just doing the third watch because I'm needing the one.
I'm doing the fourth.
Right, so this is what I've got down. First watch, Hjalmar and Tess.
Mhm.
Second watch, Pan. Third
Mhm.
watch, Tamar. Fourth watch, Vardos.
Yes.
sounds good.
Okay.
Don't worry, Pan will protect you while you sleep.
That doesn't sound creepy.
What?
It doesn't sound creepy at all.
Apparently, the
So-
paladin protecting people is creepy.
No, just the way you said it. I'll protect you in your sleep. It's like, okay.
While I'm on watch with Tessely, I'm first gonna hear into the night if there are any owl bears or owls or any other cute animals of the wild around.
Cute animals, owlbears. Okay.
The owl bear
Yeah,
cubs
there we
are
go.
cute. Giant owl bears are cute but deadly.
Hey! I played Lords of Waterdeep. I know that domesticating owlbears is the best quest.
So can I look for cute animals of the wild in the dark?
No,
Hmm.
but you can hear owls.
Oh no.
I'll try to imitate a cute hooting noise
Well,
to
I
get
mean,
one of the owls to come near.
if you want to leave camp and go searching the woods for animals, you could do that. But
Uh,
you can't see any from the camp.
That is the problem that I see. So I'm just gonna hoot a little and be ashamed that no owl comes to visit because I'm not a Disney princess, apparently.
I pat your I try to pat your shoulder, but I don't reach, so I just pat your lower back.
I'll just come down with my shoulders so that you can pat me off the shoulder.
I'll pat your shoulder.
Oh,
There.
somewhere out there, a cute little owl is sitting and hooting and waiting to catch a mouse. That's also kind of cute.
At some point during my watch, I presume we still have like a low fire burning.
Mhm.
I
That's up to
wanna
you guys, yeah.
Yeah.
from cooking, like I want to go over to the fire and take my holy symbol out and just pray and tell Hephaestus of what happened today and how I tried to make everyone around me better and how I think I did. And I'm gonna promise I'll do even better the next day.
When she's done with her praying, I'll just sit down in the cart and touch my amulet and say, "Well, Odin, you might have seen I fucked up some goblins. Nice work there. I didn't die. Thank you, man. Keep up the good work. Trust you." And that's all the praying that Hjalmar's capable of.
Okay. So, if you're spending some of your watch in prayer, why don't the both of you give me a nice religion check?
Ooh.
Are you testing my religion? Oh god. This.
Oof. Oh,
Oof,
oh,
God.
that's rough.
Okay.
Losing my religion.
Destiny no longer has a god.
No, it's not a crit one.
That escalated
It's
quickly.
not a crit one.
Your prayer just drove Hephaestus to the end, and he has given up, and your powers have ceased to work.
No.
Well,
No, neither of you experience anything unusual.
Then I'll just sit in the cart and hum some gnomish child songs by myself. About how great it is to live underneath the earth and how cool gnomes are. And I'm getting ever more self-hating about being a human.
These are Snurfbillin songs, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
So they
just that
probably
one.
so they probably talk about how crappy the surface gnomes are.
Yeah, and not very crappy, but also crappy, and how fucked up all those elf people are that they've seen underneath the earth, and about umber hulks that eat children and basilisks that fry grandpa to stone.
Are they in Gnomish?
They would be in gnomish, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Then I look very strange at you when you sing them, because I can understand. Like,
You understand what I'm have you ever been with gnomes?
you mean if I'm raising one, then yes.
Well, she told me that she was a dwarf, and I accept that. So I would not title her as a gnome if it is not her personal preference.
Well, she. I'm.
It's a different, very
Yeah,
deep going topic. You might.
I was not expecting to talk about personal identity right now. But yeah, she does believe she's a dwarf.
Hmm.
I know she's a gnome. I learned gnomish for her sake when she came into the family. But she does believe she's a dwarf. And I let her have that.
Nothing wrong with that. So, how did you two? How did she came into the family? That seems like an awful long story that we can tell in 2 hours.
Well, I don't believe I know you enough to tell you that story just yet.
Okay. Do you have any gruesomely brutal child songs in your dwarven mother language?
That is a strange question.
Well,
Do I know any gruesome child songs from my childhood?
You're a dwarf, right? Of course you do.
Naturally.
Like, half of dwarven songs are about victories over the orcs, that kind of thing.
Hmm.
Then there's a quarter that are about the merits of gold and metals, and then the rest is about drinking and food.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what, the standard dwarven hymn book would be about.
Hmm.
Then on top of that, you've got your religious songs. Although, since you have adopted the cult of Hephaestus, you might not be as au fait on the Moradin side of the religion.
Mm.
But undoubtedly, you will have a gruesome song about killing a bunch of orcs.
There's one that comes to mind, I think, about a dwarven champion who fought 1,000 orcs and how orcish blood was staining the whole, I think it's weird in the translation. I think he says mountains, but it could be hills or in a mine. It's an old song. It's pretty gruesome. I don't see how it's a children's song, but it's what we've been raised with, so.
Yes.
Hmm.
Happens to people who live underground. Very dark stories. Oh god, I did not want to make that pun. I'm sorry, Tessely. So,
You're okay.
I did not want to offend you.
You didn't.
But also, have I told you about my Lord Savior Odin?
No.
So it's a very interesting story, and I go on about how he is he's the Iluvatar, and he's all knowing and very wise, and he's too wise for his own good, and he knows every possible outcome of the future, but not which one exactly will happen. And then I'll end, and that's why he's freaking cool, in my opinion.
I was listening, and then halfway through I stopped listening and pretended to listen because everything just started flying over my head, and then at the end I smile and I nod and I go, very interesting. I think I'm going to stick with Hephaestus.
Oh, totally cool. He's Smith, isn't he?
Yes. Smith, god of the arts and of fire.
Smithing is cool.
Hmm.
Like making things from metal is extremely cool.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, you're a smith.
I take out my spear, which I have made, and then I show him, and I start going on about how to fold metal and how to like make it really strong and like really good for weapons, and like I go through the whole process of how I made my spear.
Is it steel, the tip?
Yes.
So you've probably developed like your own very specific formula for the amount of coke to use when you're smelting the iron,
Sure.
and you can expand for a long time on the precise differences you get when you're using wood coke and coal smoke and not coal coke. So that's a very long topic that you could go on about.
Can I make an intelligence check to see if Hjalmar comprehends anything of that?
Go on then. It'll be a bit difficult.
So I mostly interrupt you mid-story and ask
You
you.
also have proficiency in Smith's tools, by the way, just on the off chance.
No.
Okay, so no.
I'll try to follow you and ask many questions, but you get the gist that I'm not really that intelligent to understand all the things.
Like you're asking questions and I'm happily answering them because it is something I'm passionate about, so I don't mind that you're not following as long as I can talk about it.
And then it's probably the second watch already.
Yeah.
Do you get up yourself, Pan, or do you wait until you're woken?
I mean, I imagine Tesley's gonna wake her up and help her get into her armor.
Yeah.
So she gets into her armor and she takes out her runestone, as she usually does, and she kisses it and she says, "Mommy is going to protect me." And then she gives Tesley like a big smile, and she arms herself with her sword and her shield, and she goes out to take her watch.
I poke my head out just as she leaves and go, "Be careful. You know if there's anything you need to wake me, I'll be right here."
She nods, and then as soon as you go back into the tent, she goes poking around the wagon for that beer.
God damn it.
For whose beer are you going? Because my beer is in my backpack that is in my sleeping bag.
I thought there was like a barrel of beer that spilled earlier.
Yeah, there was.
Into the flower, yeah.
Yeah, she's gonna go over and get herself like a small cup of beer. And then take her watch with it.
Okay.
I love it.
So you definitely find there are more than one keg of ale or beer.
Well, she's gonna take the one that's cracked already, because it's gonna spoil anyway. So.
Oh, that one's all gone.
Oh, is it all gone? I thought there was. Okay. You'll just pick one at random then.
Okay. As you're poking about, because it's dark and you can't quite tell the casks and the kegs, you also find there's salted pork rations in other barrels.
You'll make a note to put some of the horse meat in there if there's any space. Not right now, but later.
Okay, so as you are alone on your watch, what do you do besides your illicit beer drinking?
She sips at her beer and then, like she's not getting drunk or anything. She just sips at like a cup of it, and then she'll probably try to get like a buzz. But other than that, she's just gonna keep watch around the fire.
Okay.
Oh.
So if you're specifically keeping watch, how about we get a perception check? Otherwise, I'll just rely on people's passives. 15. And we're in the second watch. Other than the sound of the night birds and the chirping insects and the occasional roll of distant thunder and the very faint drizzle that picks up and disappears and picks up and disappears through the night, your 2-hour watch, or, well, you started a bit late because of all that talking about iron, goes without any incident.
Okay, she'll go and wake up Tamar then.
Before you wake up Tamar,
Mm-hmm.
Tamar,
Oh,
you have 2 parents, right? Your mom and your
Yeah.
dad?
Yeah.
Which one is the more disciplinarian and which one lets you get away with stuff?
I'd say, like, possibly the father's a bit more disciplinary, but the mother's kind of a guide, like more of a guide. Just not a guide, but she lets you go with it until you've made a mistake, because she knows until once you make a mistake, you would have learned from it, and then you wouldn't do it again. But she'd post like toe the line, but she'd still let you get away with stuff. But the father would probably like push me to do stuff more,
Okay.
and yeah, try and keep me in line.
So, you're having a sleep. You may be having some sort of normal dream, and then things, they feel a bit odd. And you wake up and look around the camp, and you see, the other people in their tents / sleeping bags. Well, not sleeping bags, bedrolls, sorry. But when you look at the fire and see it's not moving, and neither is Pan, who is on watch, and you notice that it's deadly silent.
Like nothing's moving, like time's frozen. Like there's nothing happening.
That's what it feels like.
So like I'll probably end up like walking up to Pan, because unless I've experienced this before, I kind of know what's happening, then I'll probably just walk up to Pan and just kind of put my hand in front of her
Pan does not react.
and then go. I just kind of look around.
When
and
you
just
turn
try
around,
and see what's-
you
what's
see
usual.
your mother standing at the edge of this little campsite, and she gestures towards you.
I kind of startled back a bit just because all of a sudden I'm like, Mother? What is happening? Why, how are you here?
The figure nods and turns around and starts walking off into the woods, gesturing behind for you to follow.
And because of my trust for her, I just instinctively just follow. And I'm just kind of looking around just to see if everything is still not moving, and just try and keep an eye on her, but just try and take it all in.
As you're going through, you see a night owl in mid-swoop, still in the air. But your mother keeps pressing on, giving you no time to stop.
Yeah, and then I think at that point I'll just like try and possibly run to catch her. But Mother, what's going on? And just try and catch her as best I can.
You need to see something, Tamar. It's important.
Okay. Any clue as to what it is I'm going to see?
It'll be soon. You keep following.
Mhm.
After about 10 minutes of this leading you through, you come upon a small clearing. And there's a large, well, not a large, it may have been once large, but it's sort of collapsed a bit as moss and time have worn away at this once large pillar in this small circular expanse of open grass.
I'll go up to and try and see if I can see what's on the pillar. Let me just try to scrape some of the stuff away just to see if there's anything underneath. Any markings.
You see the remains, it's much crumbled, but it's a circular marking. Would you make for me a religion check?
Okay. Oh, damn.
Well, you think you've seen it before, but you just, it's right on the tip of the tongue, but it just won't come. You just don't know.
Mother, what is this circle? Have I read it somewhere? Am I meant to know this?
This is an old place of power. You need to see something.
Is it?
And then your vision shifts, and instead of being in this small clearing with your mother, you're looking at a small group of humans and dwarves and gnomes in a vast glittering cave, and they're wearing bright regalia and armor and weapons, for they seem to be fighting a vast horde of orcs that are descending upon them. Powerful spells crackle through the air, and although they slay many of the orcs, they just keep coming, and they keep coming, and they keep coming. So they stop fighting the horde, and they attack the cavern around them. All of these glittering, gold-infused and gemmed walls start collapsing around. Everything goes dark, except for a strange green flame in a large bowl. And then a dark and ominous mist swirls around it. A sword is passed over the bowl, and then you see a vision of farmlands and countryside, and a new vast horde, led by a dark figure, pouring out of the hills. And then you're back in the forest with your mum.
Bagger! Damn.
But
Does that startle me awake, or am I just kind of like if you're like falling and just suddenly you wake up?
you just start, and there's you're still in that forest, in that strange clearing, and she gestures for you to turn around and look at the pillar.
I'll look at it and study it more to see if I can see anything. Is there anything like else in the stone, or is there any other pillars that are pointing
The
towards
very
us?
first thing that you notice when you turn around is there is another figure standing upon this pillar. They are enormous. Some strange, unnatural female warrior. Her skin is like carved jade. She wears a tunic of glowing white silk, and her eyes are pools of molten silver. Vast feathered wings emerge from her shoulders, and in one hand she's carrying a sword that looks like it's made out of pure sunlight.
What are you?
I am Sabariel. You have been invested with my power.
I thought Lathander was responsible for this power.
Lathander is my lord.
Oh. So that power I had today with the staff was coming from you?
Yes.
And I'm like, you're lending it to me? Or you're granting it to me?
You have this power, for dark things may come to pass. And if you can use this power to prevent it, that will bring joy to Lathander. And she raises her hand towards you, and you will now give me a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Okay. You remember the first time when you lifted that staff and felt the power flowing through you?
Mhm.
You feel something like that again, and then your eyes flash open and Pan's waking you up for your watch.
And my hand just kind of suddenly flies to her, like onto her shoulder, and just like, well, that was interesting. And just I'm kind of heavy breathing. But unfortunately, Pan's not here.
Oh, Pan's there. He's waking you up. It's your watch time, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, it's my watch, but I don't know if
Yeah,
Ellie's here.
Yeah, she would have
Oh,
woke you up.
she's-
That's what I
oh,
said
there you go.
before I left. So
Fair enough. Yeah, I would have just said that, just heavy breathing, just that was interesting. And then just like, thank you, Pan.
she'll kind of look at you and be like, but are you okay?
A little taken back, but should be okay.
Perhaps you had a bad dream then?
I wouldn't necessarily say it was a bad dream. I would say informative.
Well, the gods do send us dreams sometimes.
Well, this was no dream, but it was granted to me. But thank you, Pan. Oh, you should go get some rest.
Yes, perhaps I will. Do try to stay attentive on watch if you can.
I shall try.
She'll nod and she'll just head back off to the tent and get back in her night clothes and go to sleep.
Yeah, I think I'll just like jump up and I'll grab my leather armor. I'll just stick it on just for the sake of it. After taking that arrow, it's just kind of made me very thinking of wearing armor all the time now. And I'll grab the staff, my staff, and as I'm sitting there, just try to keep an eye out, I kind of just look over the staff and half summon an Eldritch Blast at the end, just so the light kind of tries to trickle. I'm just kind of thinking it over, and then I'll just spend the rest of it, like just thinking it over whether or not how much more can I get, how far can this power take me, and thinking about like how much can I actually summon, and then I'll just possibly spend the rest of the time just keeping an eye out.
So while you're experiencing this little buzz of power that your patron has given you, you have 2 D4s. You can add one of them to any healing roll you make, or the damage roll of an Eldritch Blast,
Okay.
or an attack roll with a Guiding Bolt.
Okay. So, right. So I can use the two D4s, one D4 on the damage for an Eldritch Blast, or for the attack roll of a Guiding Bolt.
Yep.
Okay.
So you've got 2 of them to spend when you are ready.
Okay.
So, what do you do on your watch?
Yeah, I
of these
just.
things.
I think I'm mostly just trying to contemplate what I've seen. And just possibly try and nah, you know, I think I'll just keep an eye out. Since obviously I've been possibly given a warning to what's coming, I think it just gives me makes me more attentive to what's going on in my surroundings. So I'll just try and keep an eye out. Make sure there's no trouble coming. So I think I'll just spend the rest of the night keeping an eye out.
Okay. It's your turn to make a perception check then.
Alright then.
A sec. Just gonna turn all the nice things again. Ooh, 17, that's pretty good. Okay. So it's getting into the last few minutes of your watch. It's almost time to wake up Vardos.
Just before I go through, I just kind of look over the staff again and just contemplate the images, and then just go. Things are happening in this world, and then just head over and just grab Vardos and just wake him up. If he's actually here. Oh, there he is.
I am, yeah.
There you go. So I'll just say, wake you up just to start your watch.
Alright. I just look at him like slightly like dozed, still like half asleep. And then I yawn. Good morning.
Morning.
Well, anything happen? Anything I need to know?
Nothing so far. Nothing in the camp happened. No trouble so far. There may be things to discuss in the morning, but nothing so far. It's all been quiet.
Good.
It's as you say that, you hear something moving outside the camp.
I just like grab my rapier and like jump out of my tent.
Yeah, and I just basically run out the same way as well. With a staff in hand, obviously.
You see that there's a goblin slowly and stealthily trying to approach the tied up Grig, and there's two more nearby watching you, and they've seen that you're coming out armed, so it's time to roll initiative.
Ah, nice.
We haven't woke up everybody else yet.
And I don't have my armor on. How much do I deduct?
Was it light armor?
Yeah, leather armor I wear, so light armor, yeah.
You probably had enough time to put light armor on.
I was just gonna say you get from one of the sleeping bags. Beheading. Owl bear cubs. Huge raven puppies.
Right.
Oh well.
Ooh, Tamar has 13-12. But
Do you
forgot
want
to,
all of
like-
us to roll, or just the people who are awake at the moment?
You roll if you get woken up.
Gotcha.
No, I was already ready to click on see initiative.
Tamar, you need to click on your character.
Oh, sorry.
No worries.
Yeah. I was looking at something though.
But Greek is our friend now. He'll fight for us, right? I fed him after I threw the bone at. Oh, let's not talk about it.
How's
Like
it
you need to
going again?
click your icon and then press initiative, and then when it comes up, like just change it to like your first initiative roll.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Then it
So,
will join the turn order. Ooh,
I'm gonna
God,
put the two of you
That's
like
not
that.
oof. Oh shit! Yeah, fuck. I still am
Yeah,
I still
don't-
wounded?
Wait, do you do that again? Because I've still not learned how to do
Okay, so like basically, like you make sure that you've got your icon marked, like the one that's moving.
Yep.
You click on
like,
it.
for yourself. You click on it, and then you press initiative again, and then it should join into turn order.
You get to
Oh,
the
okay.
token selected when you roll.
that. Right. That's
Okay,
right.
and then you just need to adapt the number to the first roll you did.
Fair enough. That's what it is.
There we go.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, come on, Roll20, don't annoy me now.
That's their job, though.
There we go.
Oh, fuck.
It's a good
They-
job.
The settings wasn't turning up, but it's because I'd already had them turned up and they were minimized. But when they're minimized, they're slightly transparent, so I couldn't see them.
I have run into that problem myself.
Okay. So,
But we haven't had a long rest yet, have we?
no,
This is
but,
like- this
you've
is-
both
yeah.
you've both been asleep, so you can both add 1 hit point.
Okay.
Yay.
Come on, doesn't that at least count as a short rest?
That's gonna save me. Alright, yeah, no, yeah, great. I shouldn't have cut myself last time.
So, you're neither no one is surprised. There's no advantage.
Okay, and I do have my armor on, right?
You do have your leather armor on, yes.
Okay, so I have everything. Sweet. Okay.
13 at Vardos, 19 at Tamar.
Damn. That hurts me.
Like, yeah, it hits me as well.
Oh no.
Well, I'm knocked.
I'm good.
Vardos, you take 4 damage. Tamar takes 3 damage. And I mean, it's up to you if you shout out in pain.
Oh, I probably will. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I will. Like, ah!
Yep.
Loudly, like as loud as I can. Also, as a sort of an instinct reaction to the fact that we're being attacked and to awaken the others, hopefully.
Tesla and Hjalmar,
fighting. Yeah.
you two both hear it and you can wake up.
Just turn around. 5 more minutes. Yeah, initiative is not my strength.
Yeah, initiative is 5 more minutes, definitely.
Okay.
Okay.
So those two have shot at you. The other one runs up to Greg
knew
and
it.
desperately starts cutting the goblin out of his ropes.
No, he's hanging up the tree.
Yeah.
Well, then he starts climbing the tree then.
Right. Good to know.
I like the amount of layers we've added to him.
Like he's embedded in 60 feet of rope. So
Okay. Vardos, your goblin slave is being rescued and 2 more have shot you. And you're...
he is not a slave. He's a prisoner.
Tomato.
Oh my.
I'll run towards Greg and I'll is he still in range of my rapier or not?
What? Greg?
No, not Greg. The one that's climbing to Greg.
No, you'd have to climb up the tree to get to him.
Okay, then I'll just throw a dagger at him.
Quick,
Okay.
kill
Don't give
the
them
prisoner
weapons.
before they steal him. Is
Also,
that,
don't kill
No.
Greg.
is that gonna turn into a running theme? You give him a dagger.
Did you just give him a handhold on the tree now?
Yeah.
Mhm.
dagger goes wide and shoots off into the darkness.
I am really not good at losing at these daggers. Jeez. Okay.
Shamar,
Uh,
you do.
being hit by the arrows, I could still see these two goblins, can't I?
Yeah, you can see them.
Yeah, I think what I should do is try and take cover
Okay.
behind a tree, so they can,
Wow.
and then I'll
You can
see.
definitely get cover.
Upon obviously seeing Vardos just run that way, that I know he's trying to cut him down, so I aim for the one that's climbing.
Hang on a sec. I'm just going to put this little shield token on to say that you're in cover.
Fair enough. And that adds what, 2 AC?
Yeah.
Fair enough. What I'll do is I'm gonna just try and what could be better? I'm just gonna try an Eldritch Blast, the one climbing on the tree,
Okay.
just to try and stop him from getting to Greg.
There's a roll.
Alright. Oh damn!
Ooh.
You have seemingly smoked the goblin.
I turn around and I give an appreciated nod and I go, "Thank you." And then I just focus back on.
And I just look at him going, "Get in cover! You really do not look good."
I don't feel good. That's for sure.
And I think that's me basically. Yep.
Okay. Tessely, you can hear the sounds of a fight outside. And you've just heard a goblin scream and hit the floor.
I'm nudging Pan awake.
You see
Pat,
her,
you wake
her,
up.
her face is kind of red and she smells of alcohol.
Oh! We'll talk about this later. There's trouble outside.
She sort
And
of musters awake.
And then, there's no way I can put on heavy armor.
No, it takes too long.
So I just rush out with my spear and move in a position where I can see them, but I'm also kind of in cover. Is that possible?
Ye-
Somewhere this way, and then I wanna.
And if you spend an action dashing, you can get right up to them.
Oh.
Attack of opportunity.
I
Sure.
will. I'll get up to the closest one.
Oh,
Okay. I mean, they're both together, so you can get either of them. So let's put them like that.
Okay.
But unless you've got a bonus action, that's the full turn.
I want to see something real quick. Nope.
Okay.
Yep, nope.
In that case,
I don't have
Pan,
my
good to go.
spells yet either, because we haven't had a long rest, right?
Nope.
No,
No.
so no spells. Cool.
Tan will just reach for her sword and shield and then dash over there as fast as she can. I don't know how far she can get. She only has 25.
it's the same as Tessely, so you can get up to where she is.
Tan runs and she looks at the goblins angrily.
Okay. Hjalmar.
Greg! I jump up immediately, seeing that someone has tried to loosen my BDSM bundle, and I, from my position, go to around here. Or can I run into melee with them?
Yeah. If the two people that are slower than you can get to them, then you can by also dashing.
Oh, by dashing.
Yeah.
I will get into 30 feet reach of them.
Okay.
If I'm not dashing, then right?
Yep.
And then I'll look at the one that is standing in front of Tessely, and I'm screaming, "He is a prisoner! We did not handle him correctly! This is..." And then I'll throw a javelin. At this one.
Okay. Well, with a 19, the javelin thuds against it, and it yelps in pain.
And also, I'm screaming after the goblin. This is all happening under the Waterdeep Convention of Prisoners. We are not breaking any rules here.
Oh man.
Okay. So, these two goblins, they just peg it. They run as fast as they can. They take their disengage as a bonus action and run 60 feet away. Okay. The other one?
60 feet.
Yep.
Yeah, they're using the action and the dash.
I'm going to roll this secretly.
Oh, because you used bonus action to disengage.
Yeah.
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 As a bonus action, goblins can
Yeah.
use the disengage thing.
Yeah, like a rogue.
Wasn't the 16 one the one that was smoked on the tree?
Yep. And he's just sitting there on the ground, all smoky. But he didn't explode.
Aww.
So, Pan, now we've had a full round, you get to use your 14 to the fullest.
She'll, I guess, grab some cover. I don't know if
Okay.
there's a tree or something. I mean, she knows she can't catch him, so.
I could use you as cover.
I think she might be a little small for that.
I think it'd be better if you just picked her up and used her as a shield.
Yeah, I was gonna
At
say the same thing.
points.
Okay. You take cover among the trees as you see the back of these retreating goblins. Vardos.
I cut down Greg from the tree.
Okay.
Why though?
Because I cut down Greg from the tree, and I
You're ruining
him.
some good rope.
True.
and then I pick him up and I walk him back to like our encampment.
Okay. Anything else?
Aside from that, like I just ready an action in case like anybody comes towards me
Okay.
out of nowhere.
Tamar.
See that they're running?
Yep.
We'll try and move up to bit. Just use my movement to try and get up, but stay in cover.
Okay.
And then just take another shot at the goblins just to make sure they just don't come back anytime soon.
Alright.
Yeah. Nah, I'll save them. Yep, just that.
Okay. Your Eldritch Blast hits one of them in the side, and it stumbles but continues running through the woods.
Fair enough, and I just kind of watch as that basically I just watch them as well to if they just run in a direction that we know that camp is.
Yeah, they're running to the north.
So it's towards that hideout.
Tessely.
Are they within 60 feet of me?
Yeah. 'Cause you were right up against them and they've moved.
I was, yeah.
So,
So I'm gonna Secret Flame the one that got hit by
Probably
the
one.
Eldritch Blast.
okay.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah.
So, a pillar of flame erupts from the ground around this one, and it descends into a pile of ash on the floor.
Don't do Oh damn! 8 damage. Jesus.
Yee.
Yeah.
Oh no, man, not Jesus. Hephaestus.
Hjalmar,
running my whole movement of 35 feet and throwing my other javelin at the surviving goblin.
35 feet.
30. Yeah, it's probably hitting him.
Well, you'd need to. This throw would be at disadvantage because they moved 60 feet away from when you were 30 feet away. So then total they were 90 feet.
Yeah, but if I close in my 35 feet, then that makes that 60 feet again.
Well, no, because you were 30 feet from them, and then they ran 60. So
Yeah, and
they'd still be beyond 60.
Yeah, if
Oh,
you,
yeah.
yeah, they'd be 55 feet from you when you threw. So.
Yeah,
and
you turn
another
around and
javelin
make a
throw.
roll.
Ooh.
And I think the 19
So-
also hits.
19 also hits.
Just the damage rolls, man.
Yeah, damage rolls are quite crappy. Three ones in a row.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
It goes
That's
through
unfortunate.
that one. And that one is dead.
Oh
Oh.
my.
Ooh.
And you hear a loud cry as Hjalmar is appreciating his throwing skills. And he's flexing.
Just kill lean over and go to Tesla. Just go. Nice flames.
I don't like to use it to hurt people, but if I have to.
Just
Oh yes,
very, very graphic.
you did an excellent job, sister.
Is
Quite
everyone okay?
Vardos is looking worse for wear, but if we manage to rest now, we should be fine.
And will heal Vardos for 1 point.
Yeah, I think I'll just go over to this goblin and see what he has.
Okay.
If he has anything.
If you're patting him down trying to loot it,
Yep.
he's still breathing.
Still, what, the one that I knocked off the tree?
Yep.
Well,
We got a live one. We got another live one here. Maybe just.
Yeah, he's gonna die unless you heal him like within the next 2 rounds.
Can I perform a medicine check
Yep.
to try and stabilize him?
Mhm.
So just click medicine.
Yep.
All right.
Okay, you successfully stabilize this goblin.
Got another prisoner.
I'm like using Greg as a sort of crutch to like stand up straight, considering I'm hurt. So I'm basically just like leaning with like one arm, like upper arm, on top of like Greg's head, and just like trying to stabilize trying to stand straight. 'Cause I'm like woozy as hell, being like woken up and then being hurt even more.
While this is happening, I'm dragging the other 2 goblins back to our encampment.
Okay.
I'll end up just kind of shouting over to Tesla. Say, Tesla, med helping?
You can hear Grig
Yeah.
protesting as all of Vardos's weight is shifted onto the poor goblin.
Stop that, we are not allowed to do this.
But
I like take away my arm and I kind of just like let myself fall on the floor, like without
Oh.
saying anything.
Oh, great.
Oh, god damn it.
Medic! Medic!
I gave you all the healing I have left, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I think as me and Tesla brings over the other goblin, I just go, yeah, you just need to rest the night off, Vardos.
I thought I just rested.
At this point, because I have no rope left, I'll take my belt and basically put it around the goblin and try to tie him up with it.
I mean, The goblin is unconscious. It cannot resist.
I only stabilized them. I didn't give him any HP. So he ain't standing.
I'm doing it very carefully, not trying to hurt him.
Okay, you have tied up the second goblin.
And I'm using one of my hands to hold up my pants constantly now.
I do hope you know that these creatures are quite vile. I highly doubt they're going to change their ways.
Oh, we're not gonna make a petting zoo out of them.
These guys are mine. Just saying.
No.
Yes, they are.
They are group property.
I've never signed off to that. I was the one that saved this little fella. And he was the one, and I point at the Mar that saved that little fella. So they're our little fella.
You do see that if it comes to it, I would put them to peace before slavery.
I'm not saying slavery. I tried to sit up a little bit, and I just go. I hold one hand to my head, and I just go, oh no, and I fall back down.
How many HP does Vardos have, or does he look like he's fainting soon?
I have 1 HP.
I'm taking my finger and flip onto his forehead.
That does not damage him, unfortunately.
I slap my hand. What are you doing?
I'm trying to make you less of an asshole.
If there is nothing else, I'm going to get some more rest.
I mean, if you had taken 1 damage, you'd have also gotten a lingering injury, so that would have been interesting.
If I had a lingering injury because of him, this group would not be a group.
No, it would be 4 players that agree on not having goblins as their property for themselves.
Right, I suggest we catch our breath and then
Wait a minute.
get these.
Actually, Vardos is your watch. Actually, wait a minute. Vardos would have gotten a long rest. Because he was asleep all through the other 3 watches, would he have not?
Well, no, you still
He
need
only
8
had
hours.
6. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You need
Right.
to rest
It's just you can spend up to 2 of it in light activity, such as keeping watch.
Right.
I'm also going to pat down the goblins that I just dragged here.
Light activity, aka fighting. That wasn't my
Fighting
line.
is not a light activity.
Oh, sorry, I need 2 more hours, guys.
Pan heads back off to her tent.
So these 2 goblins have ratty goblin leather armor.
Mm-hmm.
They have 2 poor quality spears.
Mm-hmm.
Between them, they have 14 black fletched arrows and 2 short bows.
I'll take the leather armor and make a makeshift belt out of them. or no, I'm taking the armor and use the armor and pull that apart to make cuffs or ropes to tie up the other goblin and take my belt back.
Okay. You manage to use these bits of leather and tear them into strips and tie up the second goblin, and then do that in about 10 minutes.
And then I'll lay back onto my bedroll and say, "Wake me up if any trouble is coming." And I'll use my ale keg as a cushion.
Yeah, I'm gonna just sit myself back up and go tomorrow you can go to bed as well.
Are you sure?
I'll be fine.
Okay. And I would just slowly go towards it, just to go and lie down, and then just kind of look back and go, all right, and just lie down and fall asleep.
Out of character real quick. I haven't really introduced myself properly, name-wise, to Pan and Thessaly, right? I remember saying quickly hi to Tamar and Hjalmar, but Tamar was the only one that gave me his name, so I don't really know the names of the others.
I mean, you spent 3 days traveling from Neverwinter on these carts, so you all know each other's names.
Okay.
And you met Tesla and Pan before in the past as well, didn't you?
Yeah, but like it's a long time ago. I forget women's names.
Okay.
Chauvinist.
Okay.
Heck!
I forget people's names is what I wanted to say.
Hmm.
All right.
But you are. It's. I will not say that it's meta knowledge to know the names of the fellow party members.
Yeah, I mean, All right. I'm trying to like just keep watch for like the rest of my 2 hours, but I'm keeping it super easy. I'm legit just staying like near the camp, just looking around from my position.
Yeah. On the off chance something turns up, give us a perception test.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, sure. Here we go. Is it bad? No, it's okay.
So, what you see is the sun rising
Oh shit.
and dawn returns to the land.
All right. I'll just like go and wake up. Everybody starting with Tamar, and then move on to like Thessaly, and I'll let her wake up Pan, and then I'll let Tamar wake up Hjalmar.
I just kind of look over at us and go, "How you feeling now?"
A little better, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, you didn't fight long enough to break the long rest, so you may now recover hit points and spell slots.
Thank you.
Yay!
Everything's back, baby.
I got my rage back.
Got my heels back.
I wanna transfer the Blessing of the Forge from Pan's armor to her weapon.
What does that
Okay.
do?
It makes it a magic weapon, and you get a +1 to hit and to damage.
Ooh.
I'll put it in chat again. +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls.
So,
Quick
what will
question.
you do in the morning? Yeah, question?
Out of card. See those D4s?
Yep.
See if I was to use them, obviously said guiding bolt for the attack roll.
Yep.
Would I have to announce that I was going to use a D4 before I made the attack roll, or can I do it after the attack roll?
Before.
Before? Yeah, makes sense.
I'm just testing to see if it's working.
I just look at the group. I'm guessing who are all kind of getting out of their tents, and I just go like, "All right, guys, we need to figure out what we're gonna do with these goblins and how we're gonna approach the next part of this journey. Because we have this trail here, but we also have the wagon, which I think is fairly well hidden. So what do you guys want to do?
We need to try to save my mind now that thought now escapes me.
Gundren.
Yeah, we need to save Gundren and his human bodyguard. Which I've got written down here. Sildar. See if they're still alive, or if we can rescue them. But of course, we can't lose the cargo we've got here. So the only choices we've got really are to possibly tie up the the oxes and
Maybe-
go after them.
I would say like loosen the oxes from the wagon, just so that in case that they do get loose, that they don't like move the wagon about like they did before.
And sort of emerges, rubbing her back in, and she says, "Well, if you ask me, I would say that we should tie them up next to a watering hole and then head out there, even though it's a bit risky."
I'm visibly standing up on the cart, looking around, and say to to Pan, "There is no water around. Sorry."
Just give them some water now and then tie them up.
There's not even a stream anywhere.
I'm looking around and I'm trying to percept the stream.
There's not a stream or a pond in the middle of your campsite, but you know,
I mean, nearby. I mean, you know.
you've passed one. Like it would take you like 20 minutes to go back down the road and then come back.
Yeah, exactly.
Is there like do we remember that there's like a place there where we can actually put the wagon? The supplies and the oxen?
Yeah, you could put them near where you've passed a little stream before.
Alright. Is everybody okay with this? Do we all agree?
Well, what I'm worried about is if there are travelers coming up this way and they see a wagon just abandoned, they might want to take what's in it.
That's a
Well,
risk I'm willing to
we-
take.
We could possibly pick up the stuff that's like sitting underneath the chair and just put that
That
in
I
our
think we
backpack.
definitely should take.
Like what was it, the potion?
It's,
There was a
Yes.
health potion, there was the bottle, and then there was the magical item.
it's not like we can't leave our supplies hidden away over here and then move the animals, back towards a watering hole. I mean, if we assume it's not going to take us that long, we could just leave them here, but, I don't like the idea of leaving them without any help.
I'm recounting all the goblins that we've killed and thinking about how much goblins there might be left in the camp. And sticking this against our odds, I come to the conclusion that I don't have any clue of numbers.
Why don't we tie them up and leave them here for now, and then we can hopefully come back for them shortly.
Also, I'm
All right.
I'm degagging Greg and say, "Hey, we found your new friend!" And I take off the blindfold and sit him like face to face to the other goblin that we captured.
Davy!
Might be. I can't tell you to. Well, you look different, but I would not know the name of your other goblin friend. And I try to slap him awake gently.
The other goblin stirs, but doesn't wake up yet.
Maybe we should carry the other goblin with us and have Greg go in the front. Tell us where the traps are that he talked to us about yesterday. Won't you, little Greg?
I have an idea. I don't know if this goes with the convention of prisoner rights, and I'm trying to strap the other goblin to my chest as armor.
Wow.
Wow.
It's a joke, guys. It's a joke.
Oh my
Oh
god.
no! If you
Why
can't count,
do you-
that's not a joke.
You're using, like, you're against slavery, but you're using him as a human shield.
Hey man.
Man, he was nearly smoked to death. Do you think really taking a little bit more damage would be that bad?
As I said,
You
I'm
literally
not,
made a meat shield.
yeah, I am not okay with killing the ones that we offered refuge. So Greg is out of bounds. I don't necessarily care what you did to that one, but I'd rather not see him hurt.
I put him down again and say, "Okay,
Save
guys."
Davy.
Yeah, okay, I sit him next to Greg and say, here you have your new play buddy, don't bite each other.
Okay, Grig. I'll carry Davi with us. Will you promise us to show us where the traps are and lead us to? Did we know the place? I can't remember.
No.
He didn't tell. Didn't he tell us where we were going?
You found the trail and he gave you the direction.
Yeah.
But he didn't say the name of like the place that is at the end
Oh,
of
that
the.
was-
Said that's their hideout.
Okay, yeah, and then you take us to your hideout. Thank you. I was like totally losing the word for hideout.
Grig and Davi live. I do what say.
Grig and Navi live. I'm okay with this, and I look at the others.
I just
Oh.
shrug and say, well, okay. They
They're
live.
your prisoners. I take no part in this.
They are our prisoners. We as a group have been attacked, and we as a group decided to not kill these immediately.
Well then,
If it
we
was
as a
up to
group
you, you would have
should
killed both
decide
of
to
them.
get moving. Time is of the essence.
I agree. Let's go.
Yes,
Come on,
Okay.
Greg.
I do agree. Yeah, we can figure out what to do with them later.
I pick up Davy on my back. Like I just like, take his two arms and like put them over my shoulder and then carry him. And I let Greg go first. On a leash, like still tied with his arms behind his back and like a leash on his arms, not on his neck. So
Okay.
Okay.
and I move forward on the trail. Whatever the rest does is what the rest does.
I'm guessing we've hidden the wagons as best we can and like did all that we talked about hiding
Yeah,
And-
hiding and tying the oxen
Doing-
up.
yeah.
And Francesca, very
And Fran-
important.
Okay. So I mean that breaking your camp, moving the wagons and tying up your animals take a couple of hours, so it'll be late morning when you're setting off.
We're not just gonna leave them there.
Yeah, we
I-
are gonna leave them there.
Yeah, then
We
just
tie them up.
tie them up. We don't have to break camp or anything. We can just do that when we come back.
Oh,
Just-
I thought you wanted to take them somewhere where there was water.
We talked about it, but we decided not to. I think.
Yeah,
Okay.
we were just gonna tie them up there.
Yeah, we're literally just tying the animals. I mean, imagine we would have tied them up for the night. It's not like we're leaving them to sleep while tying the wagon. So.
Yep, that's fine then.
So we just start moving, basically.
Yeah.
At least I start moving. I don't know.
Yeah. Our poor camp. Hopefully it's okay. Pan is gonna place the meat a little bit away from the camp, the horse meat, just in case.
Okay. So at some point during all this, Davi will awake.
Okay. He's tied up as well, right?
Yep. With leather straps from the other guys' armor.
Awesome. Yeah. When he wakes up, I just like put him down, and actually, yeah, I put him down as well, and like do the same thing to him. Like leash him so he can walk in front of us. That way, it covers a little bit more ground in front of us.
Oh man, I'm just imagining one of those like child harnesses that you sometimes see parents put in.
I'm doing work in paint. Wait a minute, and you'll have it.
I thought Pan had one of those.
So you hear a lot of exchange of goblin speak between the two of them.
Speak
Yeah.
common. Speak common, please.
Does anybody, can
respect.
anybody of us understand Goblin? No, right?
No.
Oh, damn. Anyway, all right. Yeah. I kind of just like I'm guessing like my wound's closed now, but you can still see that there was a wound on my hand.
Pan bops one of them on the back of the head with her sheathed sword.
Yeah, I just show like the wound and I go like, Grig, talk English. Well, talk common. Sorry. Talk common. Both of you. And I look at Davy.
Davi not speak common as good as Greek.
Well,
Telling- telling
Davi.
Davi to cooperate. He probably doesn't say cooperate because that's a big word, but he says something that means the same thing.
Yeah. Okay, Grig. But Davi is quiet, and you tell us exactly what you're telling him. And if he does something that would also poorly affect on you, do you
Yes.
understand?
Yes.
Okay.
Grig lead you, hide out, and then you let Grig and Davi free. We run back down trail, never see again.
Something like that.
Just 3 or 4 words in Goblin to Davi, and just to recap him, and then continues leading you.
Right. Do we come across anything? I also try to like pay attention to what's ahead of us and around us.
So, just as hang on, let me just check your numbers. Okay. So, Vardos and Tessely and no, not Tamar.
Oh, if you're looking at
Vardos
perception difficulty.
Vardos, Tessely, and Helmar, just as you see hidden in some bushes, like a snare trap.
Yeah.
Just as you see that, Grig points it out, says snare. Careful.
I pat on his head and say, "Good boy. You'll live." And then I'd.
Don't patronize Grig. Grig's smart, just can't speak common good.
Yeah, Grig's smart. What are you doing, Yelmar?
I'm trying to be nice to. You know what, Grig? I just turn away and go to the back of the group, thinking about my life and why I'm talking to God.
I look at Tessely, who's still next to me, I'm guessing. Tessely, could you clear the road for us from that snare? I kind of have my hands full here. And I look at the 2 goblins and like smirk at her.
I'm a smith, not a trapper.
Yeah, that would be my job.
You were on the way to the back! Either come back and do it, or stop complaining!
Throw the goblin in.
I don't want to kill the goblins.
Oh, come on, it's a snare.
I mean, now that you know where it is, you could just walk around it.
Yeah, alright, then we'll just walk. No, like, I want to clear it out so that no other travelers fall in it.
Just put.
So
just pick up a stick and put the stick in it.
yeah, I'll do that. I'll just like I'll pick something up and like use it to activate the snare.
Okay.
Roll Constitution. It throws spikes at you.
Oh.
Roll initiative. Oh man.
So you trigger the snare trap, and like the rope and the thing all whips through the leaves. They go flying everywhere. Then, if someone had been caught in it, they would have been dangling upside down by the ankle. But all that's in there is the stick that you picked up.
Right. I say let's continue on, Grig. Show us the way, smart fella. But I don't say it in a patronizing way. I say it in like a genuine kind of nice, friendly manner.
You think you were being friendly to him, at least.
Yeah.
So after about 15 minutes, Grig and Davi slow down, and they start looking around.
What are we looking for, Grig?
There's pit somewhere. Then you hear Davi yelp, and his leash tugs on you
What?
as he trips into like a covered pit, just 10 feet deep.
Can I pull him back in time? Like
Yeah.
when he falls forward?
Yeah, he's on a leash, so that's what tugs at you is when he gets to the end of it. So he doesn't
Yeah,
fall
I
all the
kinda-
way down in it.
Okay, yeah, I took him like back up.
There, Pit!
I guess we found this. Let's can I find like a large stick or something like to put in the ground in front of it?
I mean, now that the like little canopies over it, it's pretty obvious.
Okay. Like if it's super obvious, then we'll just run. I'll run around it.
I'd like to kind of just see if I can grab like Tesla for a second, and just kind of have like just take it to Singer. Tesla,
Yeah.
you're a dwarf. Are you not?
Well, I am. Yes, that's a.
How much of your history do you know, or current events do you know, from possibly where you are or anywhere else? Do you know of any battles that are being fought with gnomes, dwarves, humans underground, or in the past that have involved a large amount of orcs and then a destruction of a place? I'm trying to be vague. I'm deliberately trying to be vague.
There are no.
But they,
Make a history check.
Yeah. Okay. History. Oh, come on.
Oh dear.
Seriously?
nada.
You've heard that you've heard that there were some dwarves that might have lived in this area, and you know the Sword Mountains have orcs in them, but you've never heard any specific stories of this kind of thing.
Nothing I can think of, really.
And actually, with that, now that we're at 8 o'clock, does everyone mind if we just take a quick 5-minute break?
Go for it.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Right, see you in a couple of minutes.
All right. Awesome.
Back in 5.
Indeed.
I just thought about singing some gruesome songs about gnomes killing goblins, but because all of these songs are in gnome, that both goblins won't understand, and that would make all of my effort to scare them basically nullified. Also, they are on a leash, so yeah.
I'm back.
I've been here.
I didn't understand that.
I've been here.
Ah,
I'm here as well.
that's good.
I'm still looking at the leashed goblins. One dangling half submerged. That is the next idea. Oh, my good sir, do you care for a goblin on a leash? We have the Greek model that speaks common, and also the other model, that name I forgot just now.
Happy.
Davy.
Yep.
Dabby.
Basically Dave.
Dave. Okay.
Dave
it's
and
Daffy.
Greg. They're goblins with the most ordinary names. The next
Well,
one's
it
gonna be named Bob.
You could name them Matthew also. Four
Paul.
more. Paul, yeah. Yeah, and then there's
Oh,
John. He identifies not
Oh,
as a
to be-
goblin, but as a very small orc.
To be fair, you think, considering the amount of goblins that are born, they probably run through the names pretty quickly.
But they also die very quickly.
Yeah, they take the
So-
name of their ancestor. So Dave would be Dave.
Dave the 10th.
Daveson. Dave Daveson, 15th of his name.
Back.
Dave Simpson. Dave
Dave
Simpson. Dave Simpson.
And then they would just be named Sen.
And then the one that gets the longest name just gets instantly killed because like, we're not continuing that line.
No. My son from now on will be named Joshua.
Josh.
Joshson. Oh.
Okay. I think everyone's back. I heard someone say they were back.
That was me.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm out of breath.
Yeah, it's very hard to hold on to two goblins.
So
in the
when
woods.
we last left off, Tamar was asking Tessely about dwarves and gnomes and humans
Battling orcs.
battling orcs.
I really couldn't say. I know there are orcs living in this area. And some dwarves as well, but I can't recall any battle or fighting. I'm sorry.
Fair enough. I was recalling one battle in particular. But just wonder if possibly you knew anything about it, just just being there. But fair enough. All good.
all right.
Carry on.
Might I have heard this conversation? Or were you trying to keep it secret?
I went to Tesla and kind of went off to the side a little bit,
Okay.
and you would have had your hands full with the goblins, so you.
I'm not touching the goblins, I'm just depressed that the goblins don't
Oh no,
seem...
of course you are, because Vardas is up front, and you're at the back contemplating your life.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, so we pull Dobby from the hole, and then go on.
Okay. Unless you decide to stop and do anything else, you will to your destination.
I timed that very well.
Oh, nice.
We arrived somewhere else.
Hey, that's not right.
Nope.
You
Uh,
gotta turn
Padded
my
up in
to-
form.
you gotta tie my token to my sheet still.
Oh, it says you've got a define token. But it's fine. I'll just copy you on later if something comes up.
Okay.
So, ahead of you, you come across, as the trees thin out, there's a small clearing ahead at the base of a hill. And you can see a shallow, a moderately paced stream issuing forth from a cave mouth at the base of this hill. And running down, you can see it there. Screening across the other side of the stream, you see a large thicket of hedges and trees that have all been woven close together. And Grieg points to it and says, "Look out! They be looking even more with Davy Scout not coming home. This hideout."
So, your goblins are also gardeners?
I turn to the group. I go like they think there might be a patrol around here, or at least people guarding the entrance.
Right, so I
Yes,
shall
yes.
lead all the way to the entrance and all of you can follow behind me.
I don't see that being a good plan.
The question is, do we want to keep ourselves hidden?
Probably best.
Well then,
Pan sort of frowns at this.
It's... She wants blood.
I don't exactly do this hiding about business.
Maybe one of us should scout ahead.
No hide, you die. Best not go in. Let's go around. Go away.
And
Go
I kind
around.
of turned to Greg a little bit ago. Is there another way in?
No.
Is he lying to me? Can I tell if he's lying to me?
You can roll an insight check.
Ooh, oh damn, that's not better for
I mean,
me.
he might be lying. He might be telling the truth.
Great.
And-
There's
Okay.
only
Where
one way
exactly?
to find out. I'll just march in there and all of you can follow behind me.
All right.
I
listen.
hold Pen at her shoulder and say, "I am the one who takes stupid decisions in this group. You're not the one doing that."
Pan
Right.
takes a few steps forward.
I hold you back.
Cecily, can you hold these two very eager people behind for a second while we decide what to do? Because I have the strange feeling that Pan won't listen to me.
I'll try to grapple her.
I step in front of Pan.
All right.
Don't rush in.
Greg,
But
Would,
they have our friends and we need to take care of it.
where are they exactly?
Yes, but rash decisions will get us nowhere.
Pan frowns.
I asked Greg again, like, where would they be if they would be hiding and waiting for us?
Well, lookouts in the green, spiky stuff. He's pointing at all the thickets and trees woven into a screen.
All right. Any
How ma-
any idea how many there could be?
Usually 2.
Does this thicket look awfully flammable?
No, it's been raining for the last few days, so everything's
Ah.
soaking wet.
If there are just is this thicket against a wall, or is it just like a big bush?
Do we see an entrance
middle.
as well?
Yeah, all that.
Yeah, you can see there's a cave entrance out of which this stream is coming,
Okay.
and then there's all these like little thorn bushes and plants and things on the opposite side of the stream to you, and it looks like, they're quite thick and heavy, and would be very difficult to just walk into. You'd have to go around the side near the entrance, where you'd easily be spotted.
I look to Greg and I go, and you are sure there are no other entrances?
Stream must come from somewhere. Can breathe in water?
Not an option.
Pan looks to Greg and she says, "Now, Greg, if you're lying to us, I will kill you."
No lie.
I might have an idea that is not as stupid as my most ideas. If you might listen.
Go ahead.
So why don't we hang Grig and Dobby on a tree, and then they just start shouting so that the other guys get out and we are in hiding, and to just spring the trap and get them?
I think they would realize that's a trap. Goblins aren't that stupid.
Oh, come on, they tried to get their friend back after 4 of them died.
Greg, would you?
She
would
holds
you
her
follow-
sword out towards Greg and she says, "Yes, goblins aren't that stupid. Like they aren't stupid enough to lie to me, right, Greg? Can I make
Could you please
intimidation?"
put the weapon down? He's a prisoner.
Intimidate him.
And she's gonna intimidate him.
Nice!
It's
Greg gets down on his knees and he's just sobbing and saying, "No kill Greg. Greg, no lie. No
I
other
just,
way in."
I move myself between Greg and Pan, and I go, Pan, put away your weapon.
She'll put it away, seeming satisfied, and she'll say, "All right then. Well, I do believe it would be best if we just assaulted them directly."
Yeah, charging into a layer that we don't know, and that they
Okay.
might have the upper hand on us.
I agree with you, Almar. We should let Greg call out. Greg,
No, I was about to chime in and go. They've
Um,
surprised. They've charged into us. Why don't we charge into them?
Because we aren't goblins and we are over 4. Some of us are over 4 feet high, and
We-
we have
we-
more intelligence than a dwarf.
we can at least try to lure them out. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But then maybe we'll get a hit count.
Vardos, you
Are
know.
you insulting
if-
my height?
No. Yeah.
Vardos, you think if you were able to, get round and assault the lookouts at least,
Mm-hmm.
as long as you were able to get them quickly and they didn't run back into the cave, then no one inside would be able to be alerted due to the noise of the stream coming out.
All right.
So if you could
Oh,
get to
okay.
them before they noticed you,
Greg,
that
is
might
there
be an option.
is there anything else directly behind the entrance, behind the water, the water that's coming out of the entrance? Are there is there a post there with goblins waiting as well? That would be
After entrance is kennel.
Are there goblins in the kennel?
Wolf's in kennel. Maybe
Wolves are
goblin.
alright. Maybe goblin.
Do you not understand what a kennel is?
I know what a kennel is, but there might be
Greg
goblins-
speaks better common than you do.
There might be somebody handling the animals. You never know. All right. I guess either we go with Hayalmar's plan, or we just try to rush into the thicket and hopefully kill them before they head into there.
Well, I was going to say
Hideouts.
see, is it possible, I could take cover, see, with it, obviously I see the entrance. Could
Yeah.
I, hide myself up round here, and then as people, say somebody else goes round the side, and we just attack from multiple ways, and then whichever way, if they try and make it towards the entrance, we can shoot at them. Well, I could shoot at them, and then basically just try and get rid of the guards from there before they can even make it to the cave entrance? Because obviously they've got to go through the waterfall to get to the entrance.
God damn it, Roll20's just crashed.
Oh,
All right, now's the time. Let's go.
Quick, why the DM is blinded? Kill all the
Exactly.
goblins.
No DM rolls. Kill them all.
You
Okay,
could try and hide yourself in such a way that you can see the entrance, and you'd be able to see if one of the goblins like ran out of the thicket and went in, and you could like hold an action to attack them then. But if you missed, or if you hit them and didn't kill them, they would be inside.
Let's get
Okay.
let's get a better hat one way or another.
Let's just I suggest we just move in. We're talking about this too long. Like if we
Yeah.
keep talking about this, they might somebody might come out and like attack us.
Yeah,
I say-
I have
Tayo-
some range. I'm gonna take a spot close to Tamar and pick them off if they make a run for it.
Okay, I'm gonna first tie up Greg and Dave and like put something in their mouth again so they can't call for help. And as I do that, I say, Greg, after we're done with the hideout, I will come back and I will free you as I promised. But I can't have you running back and stealing our stuff or like giving away our position. So I am
Why
sorry
don't
for
we-
this.
Why don't-
If you no live, they come and kill us for turning.
Then either you fight with us. Or we
No,
tie you
no,
up.
no, 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 no.
All right.
Can't we just hang him up in a tree again? I like the piñata idea.
No.
Said let Grig go. Grig, show you hideout and let Grig go.
No.
If we're right in front of the entrance, if Greg makes a run for for them, we could take him down. We just tell him to go in the opposite direction.
We are going to leave him tied up until this matter is resolved.
I would rather have them tied up to be fair as well.
Then
They
there
will
we
come
go.
back
We're not.
for you, Greg.
There you go.
Considering our stuff is in the opposite direction.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
will
okay.
get our stuff. I don't want them to get our stuff, and I don't want them to like maybe there's a patrol somewhere nearby that they could go tell off as well. Try get back in their favor. We're not gonna risk it.
As long as we're not using them as slaves or meat shields, or try to make them fight.
Once
Well,
we
I
get
mean,
our friends
the-
back, we can let these two little things leave. Now,
There we go.
if no one else has any problems with it, tie them up, and I'll lead the way into the chamber.
Well, all right. I tied them up and I put like something in their mouth to make them from screaming out for help.
Can we hang them up in a tree again?
Oh, God, man.
That's just
We
gonna
keep you
take
guys
more
back.
time. We don't have the time for that. Like
Pan
We're
will,
in front
will
of their
start
base.
marching back towards the entrance.
I'll
What?
follow. I'll follow her.
I mean, I'll come directly after I'm tying them up, so
Me and Tesla just like
I'll be in the back.
Pan looks to Tessely.
Okay, if you're just going to march straight up towards the entrance into the clearing, it's initiative time.
All right.
Very well.
oh damn.
I'm gonna be useful. I mean, I'm in the back. So I'm okay with it.
Yaman.
Yay!
Wow.
Way.
Oh wow. Oh, initiative rules.
At least one of us is useful. You better instantly kill all of them.
Okay, well, at least that.
Just putting that out there.
Okay. I think the nice, peaceful music is going to have to go away for a while.
No.
Bum 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 bum.
We are peacefully killing them.
Right, Tamar, you're first as Tessely starts. Not Tessely, Pan.
Your Pan is in the front.
So Pan emerges into the clearing and starts heading towards the goblins, but you are the first one in the order.
Alright, so I'm gonna try and like move up to to try and see if I can find some cover.
Okay.
And try and get, like, try and move this out of the way first. Try and move up and get like a view of Pan, just to try and see if I can see Pan, see the cave entrance and the thicket, and just have a view of all that. And then
Okay.
just draw the staff and basically just be ready with an Eldritch Blast
Okay.
and just hold that. And question.
Yep.
See the D4 for damage.
Yep.
Can I roll that after I've done the attack roll? And then, because obviously when I do the attack roll, the damage roll comes out as well.
Hmm.
So can I do like the attack, and then once the damage is there, I'll just add the D4. Like I'll announce I'm doing the D4, no matter what. It's obviously because the attack roll comes out with the damage, and then I'll just say I'm using one of the D4s anyway, and it'll add it onto it. No matter what, if I kill the guy in one shot with like a 9, then I'll still use the 1d4 anyway because I've said I'm
well,
going to use it.
Since it only adds to the damage roll, like you can only use it when you damage, so you have to see the attack roll first.
Oh no, that's what I'm meaning. That's what I'm meaning.
So-
Is obviously if I do the attack roll and then the damage comes out at 9, obviously if it kills him, the D4 is still used.
Okay.
Is it
Right.
still used if
So-
I announce before the attack?
So what you're telling me is that the first time you hit one of them, you want to do the extra damage.
I want to do the 1d4 damage, like just
Right,
straight
that's-
on it as well.
That's perfectly fine.
Fair
Okay.
enough. Yep, and I think that would just basically be me.
Okay. Why can't I? Oh, on the different layer. Okay. So, as Pan has emerged from the thing and Tamar has gone into cover among the bushes, a goblin fires out at poor gnomish Pan.
Oh no.
Oh, come on, roll 20. Why are you being so slow? There we go.
Oh,
That'll hit.
18.
Ow.
So, a crossbow bolt flies out of the thicket
Yeah,
and
give me
strikes
one
into
cross.
your armor, dealing you a nasty bruise. And you can see it shifting about through the thickets, and it's Tessali's turn.
Can I sort of skirt around a little and get within 60 feet of this goblin?
Yep. You can get within 60 feet of him.
Okay. So I get within 60 feet of him, and then I will do a Sacred Flame.
Okay.
Damn.
yep.
The flames of Hephaestus briefly illuminate the other side of the thicket, and you just about spot your goblin target leaping out of the way. And I believe that's no damage on the
Mhm.
cantrip. Okay. Another goblin fires a crossbow at Tessely, who's just obviously cast a spell, and it goes wide. Put one token layer, there you go. Ikama. The battle has begun.
I am standing behind Pan, still face palming myself for this stupid decision to go after her. Do I see anything moving around me within 30 feet?
No. All you can see is that there are two goblins, at least, inside the thicket, firing out with the crossbows.
How far away are they?
You could dash into the thicket, but you wouldn't be able to attack. And moving through it is difficult.
If I would get up through the thicket, could I throw one of my spears at them? Like 20 feet, can I get in 20-foot range and then attack?
You can definitely get within the range of your throw, but they will have cover through the through all of their prepared defenses.
Okay, so I'll run up to the thicket and then throw one of their own spears at them.
Okay.
One of those nasty looking, not very nice spears.
Oh.
You give it a mighty heave, but you hold on to it for too long, and it just hits the ground in front of you.
There's more where this one came from! And I end my round.
Vardos.
How far away are they from me?
Physically a dash action.
I'll dash and I'll stand between them and the entrance.
Okay.
Is that a possibility? Like to put myself between them and the entrance, that they have to pass me?
It's definitely a possibility for you to get in the way of the entrance, but as you get there, you notice there's like a rope on the right-hand side where there's a little ledge
Okay.
next to the stream that leads out.
Can I investigate that while we're fighting? Like what is it attached to? Is it?
You can't see what it's attached to inside the cave, but it goes like along the wall.
I'll just I'll ignore it for now and just stand between them and the entrance and that rope.
Okay.
And I'll ready an action
To do what?
to attack the first goblin that like comes closer and tries to like get past me.
Okay then. Pan.
Is there any way to get her to get closer without going through the thicket area?
You can get like where the cave entrance is. There's like a gap in the before the thicket starts. So if you went all the way up there, you could come around inside without having to walk through the thickets.
Yeah, she'll do that. I don't know how close she can get.
You can get right up to them, but not attack. You'd have to use your dash.
He gets up to them then.
Okay. End of round one.
Before my attack, seeing obviously the attacks happen, could I release the Eldritch Blast to attack them?
Oh yeah, did you held an action?
Yeah, because I held my Eldritch Blast until I could see one of them. Like if one of them's going to take an action, do that.
Yeah, that's fine. I just forgot about that. So one of them shot, you would have been able to see them because they gave away their position, and you could have attacked.
Yep. I wasn't wanting to interrupt other people's turns,
Yep.
so I was waiting until they was come back around.
Just a warning though, because like they're through this really heavy, thick hedge, it's like they're heavily obscured and have a lot of cover.
I'll use the Eldritch Blast, but not with the bonus damage.
Okay, that's fine.
Just do that. There we go. Shit.
Oof. Yeah, you just managed to get them with all of this cover. And
I think it was the left one that attacked first, so it'll just be that one. I would have seen first, so I'll just hit it.
So I'll just mark that as that one is definitely very upset by that, and you hear it shout across in upset.
And seeing like everybody kind of go forward and Pan like go up there. How far are they from you right now?
You could spend just your movement to get up to them.
Well, I was just going to be within 60 feet.
They were already within 60 feet.
Oh, fair enough. Then I'll just use a Sacred Flame.
Okay. On the same one?
Yeah, same one.
So, earlier we saw like a pillar of flame erupt from the ground. But now, a pillar of light suffuses itself around this goblin. And it burns to death in the radiance of Lathander's light.
Ooh.
That looks fancy.
Could you please stop burning all your enemies?
Goblin 17 is dead. Tessely.
I get a little closer, like maybe 10 feet, and Sacred Flame again.
Okay.
Gosh, darn it.
The remaining goblin
Okay.
squeaks in surprise as another gout of flame flies up, but manages to dash out of the way. And it is now this goblin's turn. Vardos, you said you got in the way of the cave?
Yeah, because I think he's.
Mhm.
Didn't he move like up there?
I thought he was like in the way of the rope or something.
Yeah. Because the goblin is running right up to that rope and to you. So you get to make your held action. Okay. That's a hit. 3 piercing. Are you? Well, I'm presuming you definitely can hear us. But you unfortunately don't manage to kill the goblin, and it yanks on the rope.
Damn it.
And that's its action.
Oh, that hurts.
Hjalmar,
Can I get into 30? Can I get into melee with him without spending all of my movement?
if you moved up last time, then yeah.
Okay. So I just stand beside him, and I cast my favorite cantrip, which is for the barbarian beheading.
Okay. You behead him.
Wow. Damn.
I look at like
swing
my
your axe,
rapier.
you swing your axe hard, it goes right through the goblin's neck, it just goes "Bleh," and its head departs from its shoulder.
I look at my rapier and I look back at Hjalmar, and then back at my rapier and I was like, yeah, that's better.
Also, while I'm doing this, I look at the goblin and shout at him, "You know what? I'm a spellcaster too! Beheading!" And then I do this. Yeah, and the semantics of the spell is basically swinging the axe. The material is the axe itself. Oh.
Okay. So, Vardos, what do you do?
I peek inside of the cave real quick to see like what the rope is attached to.
You can see the rope going all the way along a wall that sort of goes back into the depths, and it's completely dark in there, but you've got dark vision, so you can sort of make out the shapes and things.
Right.
You can see that it curves around the wall, which goes up and to the right.
I look at the group and I go, I'm guessing they warned whatever is inside. Because this little one before Hjalmar did his magnificent act of decapitating, he was able to yank this little rope here.
Oh.
And it leads all the way back into the cave, as far as I can
Also-
see.
You can also hear the snarl of wolves further in, just above the trickle of the little stream.
I say we just go in, like, if they are warned, and if Gundren is inside, he might not have a lot of time.
Is there a short sword lying around somewhere?
A short sword? No.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Not unless one of your friends has one.
No, then I'll just, leave it be.
Okay.
Anyway, so are you heading inside?
I am.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Are we
I'll
still in
follow.
initiative for this?
Yep.
Okay.
I'll
Yeah,
follow
I'm
behind
just
him.
heading in.
But
Uh,
at the moment, it's
Well,
not
I,
quite relevant.
well, I was gonna say on Pan's turn, she's gonna move, but she's also gonna burn lay on hands to heal 3 points of her damage.
Okay.
Right.
Oh, we lost our initiatives.
Oh, I can still see them.
Yeah, it's because we changed maps.
Right. I just moved forward.
Oh, I was like, I totally recognise this. And I was like, yeah, it's Skyrim.
Oh, hopefully, don't get copyright strike for that. Anyway, Vardos, you have entered this cave. You can see that it extends ahead of you
Mm-hmm.
a number of feet before it starts curving off into the to your right,
Okay.
yeah. and
Um,
it slopes up steeply as it does, and you can hear all of the water tumbling down around these rocks.
Can I move stealthily? Like I try to move stealthily, but as fast as I can forward.
Okay, I mean, you can make your stealth roll, and
Alright.
I mean, you can try and stealth.
Bless
Pan
you.
is gonna come up behind you and go clink, 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 clink.
Well, I mean, they can see Pan and shoot at her.
I mean, Pan might have a -1 to stealth with disadvantage from her armors.
okay, so you move far enough in that you can see off further ahead to the left is like a small alcove. Looks like there's a bit of an opening there, but
Okay.
immediately opposite you to the right, you can see into the kennels, and you can see 3 wolves staring hungrily at you and straining against an iron chain and barking.
Is anybody with me in the cave at this point?
I'm following you.
Yeah, you're the first
Yeah.
in because we're still going in initiative.
Yeah, I'm the first in, but is anybody like following me from?
Well, we're technically all following you.
Yeah, Pan is following.
I say
Okay.
Pan would be closest.
Yep.
I sign to like whoever's like the closest to me to not make a sound, and I try to make out that there's wolves there and that I'm gonna go ahead and ignore them, and that they're like I'm trying to also show them like with hand gestures that a little bit further ahead there's like a sort of crevice that I'm gonna try and get into, and that I'll wait there, and that they need to be silent as much as they can.
What you trying to say with those hand signs, boy?
Do I need to do a performance check for that, or...
I think if you to tell them that there's like wolves, that would probably be pretty obvious. But saying, "Oh, there's an alcove like 30 feet further on," is probably going to be complicated and need a performance. Yeah.
Okay, so like they do get that there's wolves, but then they don't know what I'm doing aside from that,
Mm-hmm.
or maybe they do.
Yeah. I don't think you quite get that there's an alcove ahead, but he's signaling his intention to go further in.
And ignoring the wolf.
And it's Pan's turn.
Well, I said already she's gonna lay on hands and walk in after
Okay.
that. So, I mean, carefully. She's not like crazy.
Are you sure?
Okay.
There's a difference between going in and, being insane.
So you're probably like, given that you were 5 feet slower and he was already at the entrance, you're probably like just next to him. Are you going to make a stealth roll or just?
No.
Okay.
She didn't even have an action to stealth because it takes an action to lay on hands. So.
All right. Yeah. Fair enough. So you just hear Pan clanking in a chainmail.
I mean, there's a waterfall there, right?
Yeah. But I mean, Vardas is next to you. He can definitely hear you.
Yeah.
I just like look at her and like my eyes widen and kind of like try to tell like Be quiet.
Like, you don't think that unless someone was really close to you, they'd be able to hear your armor, because this water is rushing. Like, it is quite loud. And Tamar,
Yeah, I just end up trying to catch up to him and be up behind him.
okay.
And nobody else is hurt. Because Pad healed herself.
Okay.
Yeah, just trying to possibly. Yeah, I'd possibly just try and have my staff out. And just. Possibly ready an Eldritch Blast. Just in case someone triggers the wolves. And then if nothing happens, then I just let go of the Eldritch Blast, and obviously it just doesn't happen.
Okay. If you're like near Vardos, and you've got dark vision as well, haven't you?
Yes.
So you can see in there that there's just 3 wolves and a load of like mess, and the wolves are chained up to a post in the back of the cave, and you can't see anyone else in there.
So
But they are straining against that thing.
So are they straining to come towards us, or are they straining to possibly just to
They're
go at each
definitely
other?
trying to get at you guys.
All right, so they're definitely trying to get towards us, right? Yeah.
Yeah, but you saw that Vardos intended to ignore them.
Right. So if somebody happens to be in there, and we just go right past them, we could have all of a sudden 3 wolves pop up behind us.
But possibly.
We. Yeah, I don't feel confident with that. I don't really like the idea of having 3 wolves possibly come up behind us and chew us out.
We don't have time. They know we're here.
Yeah,
If
they know
there
we're
were-
here. If somebody else is in that room,
If anybody would
we'll
have been in that
just
room,
get flanked. We'll get
if
flanked.
anybody would have been in that room, the wolves would already been released on us.
Yeah,
They
you
know
don't really
we're
have
coming.
time for a discussion. Are you attacking them or holding your action?
I'll hold my action.
Okay. So after Tamar goes, you hear a rumbling from further and much deeper inside the cave.
Oh shit. Do I have time to say oh shit?
Yeah. A massive torrent of water sweeps down towards you all.
Oh god.
Uh-oh.
Trying to flesh us out.
So, each of you that are inside need to make for me a dexterity saving throw as this huge flood rushes towards you.
Was that everyone at this point? I think that's
No, not
everyone.
me.
Have we all gotten in?
May's inspiration.
This
I
is
think-
the only one up. Right?
Alright, so what was it, dex save?
Yep.
Oh, this is gonna be bad. Whoa! Whoa! Never
Whoa!
mind. Beast! Oh, Pan.
She had advantage.
I'm fairly certain I'm fine.
If I'm not fine, I'm gonna be amazed.
Oh,
Considering
I do apologize. It was meant to be a strength saving throw.
No!
But you can keep your rolls, just, change them based on your strength.
In that
Oh,
case, it's
okay.
an 11.
19. Well, there you go. I'm sitting at 19.
in that case it's still 20.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So, those of you that did not get 12 or more,
Doesn't Yalmar have to throw as well?
I'm not even in the cave.
Oh, I thought you were in the cave as well.
I'm
No, I
last
think
on
it's-
initiative.
Yeah, because I think it's only me,
Okay.
Vardos, and Pan.
Oh, okay.
There's-
Considering I'm in
Good. Good.
yeah, we'll just score that one out right quick.
No, no.
Yeah.
I'm-
Erase that one.
Like Texley and I are just standing at the entrance and like, you hear water?
A little
Considering I'm
splat
in the
hits
front-
Tesla in the face and she just falls over.
so
Considering I'm in the front, and I rolled what I rolled, and
Oh,
I
no.
see it coming, can I like grab Pan and try to like help her as well?
You cannot grab Pan.
Okay.
So this torrent of water washes over you, and like you get knocked back, and Pan gets knocked back and topples over and starts rolling around, bashing up against the rocks, and takes a d6 of bludgeoning damage.
Oh no!
How close am I to Pan?
You're all next to each other, and you're also
Well,
getting
'cause-
knocked back.
Because the fact that I still have my action.
You
So I
held
was-
your action to.
So I held my action, so
act
could I not have just grabbed her as she was falling back?
No, you can only hold an action to do a certain thing. So if you were getting ready to like make a blast,
Because of course I said
when
I
this-
was going to blast. Fair enough.
yeah, when this great
Yeah.
big torrent of water comes towards you, like
Uh-oh.
you've set yourself to do a blast, so you don't have time to like change what you were
Fair
what
enough.
you were up to.
Fair enough.
So all of you get swept back out of the cave into the open. So Hjalmar and Tessely, you just see all three of them like bundle
Hi!
out of the thing, the massive torrent of water. But poor Pan takes a bit of a beating as she's knocked against the rocks.
You just hear a very ironical, "Oh, hello there."
I immediately rush
Hello.
over to help her up.
How
How
much
much
damage
damage?
did she take?
1d6.
Oh, you're not gonna roll it. All right,
I'll roll it if you want.
here we are. 2.
There you go.
Pan sits up and you see her hair's being dyed red.
Oh my god, Pan, are you okay?
She sort of just, she seems kind of dazed actually. She doesn't even respond. She's kind of rubbing her head.
Okay, for the next time we go in, I'm going first, okay?
she sort of rubs her head and she says, it wasn't that big of a deal. It's just a little. And then she like sees her hand like coated in blood, and she starts like freaking out. You can see her expression.
Yeah, I am gonna go first. Okay?
She nods.
Are Tamar and I back at the beginning of the cave, or are we still in the cave?
Yeah, you get swept out along, but you were strong enough to, make sure you weren't smacked against the rocks and things.
All right, awesome.
And after the initial torrent, things settle back down to normal.
Okay, I suggest we just go back in as soon as possible.
Yeah, I think what I'll just do is I'll kind of walk up the pad and just put my hand on her, and then just use healing hand. Basically, just 1 HP.
Oh, you guys.
He gives you a small smile.
Just that. I just go and then just do that and then go. There you go. That was rough.
She kind of grips her sword and she looks at Tessely and she says, I can still go first.
No, I am
No,
going,
no.
and you're coming behind me.
If another wave comes down, I'll be in front of you. I'll catch the wave. I'll defeat the wave, and you can all just climb up fine. Okay?
I shall defeat the wave. Oh,
I
that
don't-
As
doesn't
long
sound
as Pan
barbarian.
stays behind me.
You realize you can't decapitate a wave, right?
Tan looks upset.
Don't crush my dreams. Don't crush them.
Hey, I don't mind. You can try. If it works out, I will write songs about you, my friend.
She nods her head eventually and follows behind Tessely.
We have no time to waste. Let's go.
And then, yep, just go for it.
She'll pull out her runestone again and kiss it before they go back in.
Okay.
I wanna. Can I quickly change out from having my spear out to my warhammer?
Yep.
It's better in closed off caves, I think.
Yeah, I'm going first this time.
Great.
The
I'll
guy
go,
who can't see.
The
I'll
guy
go,
who can't see.
I'll go next to him and I'll tell him like where to go. I'll guide him in.
What weapon does Hjalmar have out?
A great axe.
I cast light on it.
Whoa! What the fuck? That's amazing.
Is
Thank
it,
you.
like, does she do, like? Do you do a certain action with your hands or something to cast it, or does it just like suddenly become light?
Let me have a look if it.
You have to touch the item and speak a magic word.
Yeah.
I'll let you do that.
As
like
you touch
when
the
people-
sharp axe with your hands. Okay.
I like it where people touch my wood, you know?
Oh wow. Fairly certain she touched the metal.
Yeah.
Don't get overexcited, little man. I look at Tessalia when she does that, and I say like, well, you're a handy one, aren't you?
I'll just go forward.
I just squint at Vordos.
I like put my hands up a little bit apologetic. Hey, I'm just complimenting you on your work.
Right, let's get going.
And so they went into the cave and never came back.
Yep.
Basically. Yep.
The roof collapses on you. That was your vision, and you all die.
Nice.
Oh, look at that! There's a big crack in the ceiling.
So can I play wizard now?
So, do you want to just like arrange yourself into like just the order, just in case?
Marching order?
Yeah. I'm second. I'm behind Hjalmar.
The giant glowing axe head is first.
Pam does not seem happy about her position in the marching order.
I'll probably just be beside her, and as we're going, like, I see that she's in a bit of a mess, so I just use the cantrip. The digitization. Digitization? You know the one. Yeah, you know that
That
one.
one cantrip.
And yeah, I hope just kind of clear her up a bit, just to make her mood a bit better.
He gives you a slight smile.
And
Thank you.
You're welcome. And just follow, just kind of stay near your pad. The big armored one standing next to me. Consider I'm squishy.
She's the small armored one.
Oh, small armored one, I mean. Yeah. Oh, sorry, small one and big armor. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
So, as you are you're all heading in then.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So as you go past the kennel, you all see 3 slightly soggy wolves barking and very viciously straining against their chains, and they do not succeed in ripping them out, and so
I'll
stuck in there.
I'll go to the first wolf and decapitate him.
That's the way to do it.
graphic.
Like, doesn't he get like advantage since the wolf is,
Restrained.
It's still moving.
The wolves, like the wolf can get like they're not restrained as in they can't move. They're just like they can't get further than where they are.
Oh, okay. No, yeah,
So-
fine.
So if you approach it and you roll a 6 and fail, the wolf also fails.
Wait.
But there's another one, and there's another one.
Oh.
Oh.
Are they at disadvantage or at advantage?
They're at normal.
Okay,
'cause
so
You've
the
got
one
like
with-
you've got advantage rolls going on or disadvantage rolls
yeah,
going
the
on.
last one
Yes,
hits me.
Just take the one on the left. So I've got 2 of them on.
Yeah, so the last bite hits me
Okay.
for
so
7 damage.
Take 7 damage, and you have to make a saving throw.
On what?
Strength.
Strength, yeah.
There you make it.
So the wolf doesn't manage to knock you down, and now everyone has to roll initiative again, I guess.
But they are all out of range.
This is why I wanted to ignore them.
I mean, we could have just, used ranged attacks.
Yeah, Tesla, yeah. Whoa, Varus as well. Hey,
Like
we're getting in the tens here.
yes, when they're actually tied up, we're able to do something.
Yeah.
This represents the situation we are in.
Okay.
Wish we were all this good on goblins.
Yeah.
No, don't select that one. There we go.
Poor Pan coming in late to the fight. She's already eager to fight the whole time. And she's like, nope.
He doesn't have a very high dexterity.
So, there you go. That's the sort of general setup.
Right.
So, Hal Yaumar has just walked into the kennels and swung at the wolves, and they've all gone and tried to bite him. And one of them has succeeded.
I wouldn't have gone into the kennel. I would have stepped to the outermost reach point where I could hit one of them.
Didn't say that though.
That,
Yeah.
that's
You-
the common
You
sense.
legit said I'm going in to decapitate one.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
thought that-
you used a great axe, which means you have to get into melee with them, which means they're in melee with you as well.
Yeah, but to the longest extent of the chains.
Which is exactly what they were anyway.
This was
I don't see why I'm flanked by one.
You're not flanked. You're right in front of them, but they can all reach you.
Okay.
Anyway, it's Tamar's turn.
Yep. So I better hearing Hjalmar right out go in there. I basically come up and look at him, see that he's got a nasty gouge. And I'm like, Hjalmar again. And I use my bonus action for a healing light.
Okay.
Not that one. I meant to click this one, sorry. I was meant to hide the other one. I just used one of the D6.
Okay.
You heal for 3 points of health, HP.
Yay.
And seeing him do that, I just go, oh, if we're doing it. And what was that? Is that Dex save? That's a wolf, so no. I just use the Eldritch Blast to hit one of the wolves.
Okay.
Is that? Yeah, because it's just normal, because it's still able to move, so it's just a normal attack.
Yep.
Fair enough.
17. You definitely hit one of the wolves.
For 7 damage.
You don't manage to kill the wolf, but you know it yowls in pain.
Yep.
As your blast smacks into the poor creature.
And I'll go, Hjalmar, move back, or rage.
Good idea.
Wait, possibly not, because we might have more trouble inside. So maybe not.
Just move
You're
Uh,
sending
back.
twisted signals, man. You're sending
No.
twisted signals.
My bad.
Take a few steps back, Yalma.
Attack of opportunities. Woof.
To get all the
Cool,
attacks of
cool.
opportunity.
You can disengage.
Oh, there you go. There's a lady.
Tessely, I think is you're up then.
I don't want to get into melee, so I'm just gonna Sacred Flame the what already hurt.
Okay. Okay.
Yay!
You burn one of the wolves to death
Like crit damage.
with the radiant flame of Hephaestus. The air smells of burnt fur. Vardos.
I go stand next to Tamar, and I throw at this one of my daggers.
Okay.
I should really stop throwing daggers. Like,
Don't give the wolves the daggers.
Your
No,
arm
no.
sails over the wall and smacks against a stalactite.
It's gonna turn into Dark Souls.
Yeah. Exactly.
Right. It's the wolves' go, and they're in a bit of a frenzy at the moment, so they both just try and eat Hjalmar.
Well, here we go.
So I don't know. I'm not going to reset the sheets, so I'll just one attack.
That hits. That hits. I'm
Oh,
down.
wow.
Whoa.
So
He had to go for the damn wolves, didn't he?
okay, right. So
But look at the damage rolls of fucking wolves, man. Look at it.
You're down.
There.
yeah.
Well, no, give it was lingering damage.
So one of the wolves like leaps at you and its teeth sink into your shoulder and it drags you towards it, and the other one just goes right up and gets its teeth right into your neck, and you can feel your blood spilling out as you lose consciousness and collapse on the floor.
Uh,
So it's your turn now, and you are at 0 and unstable, so you are dying and must make a death saving throw.
Yay.
Are we doing them in secret?
Oh, apparently not, but never mind.
Are we? Doesn't he also get like a lasting
An injury.
injury?
We'll roll it when he wakes up, so
Oh, okay.
if he wakes up.
Yeah, we never know.
Okay. Pan, you've just seen one of your friends get his neck torn up by wolves.
She'll move up here. But there's some other people going soon, so she'll throw a hammer at this wolf here.
Okay.
I'm the worst at throwing things. I'm getting outmatched by a gnome who thinks she's a fucking dwarf.
She takes her hammer and throws it, proving that she is an expert dwarf, and it connects straight into the wolf's skull, and she gloats with a large smile on her face, but still a concerned look for her companion below her feet.
Yep. Your hammer thumps into the wolf, and it deals it a serious blow, but it gets back on its feet, ready to kill again. Tamar, this is getting deadly now.
Yeah. I just want to hit first. I'm gonna just take my action.
In fact,
Come
this is
on!
so deadly that I
Come
really have
on!
to put the battle music back on.
And I'm just gonna hit the middle wolf with an Eldritch Blast.
Okay. Okay, you hit the middle wolf, but it's a glancing blow that does barely anything to the creature.
Damn it. So, question.
Hello.
For lingering damage, see if I heal Hjalmar and he goes above 1. Obviously, I heal him and he obviously gets HP back. See if he goes down again.
He would he would get another lingering injury, yeah.
So he'd get 2, then he did up to 2 lingering damages.
Yeah.
Right.
Every time you are reduced to 0, you take a lingering injury.
Shit.
Tessely.
Yeah, I'll just do that. Excuse my knowledge.
I move up behind Pan and try
To do the
another sacred flame. I'm like, burn in the fire of the forge, you.
Okay.
I am angry now. Yes.
Okay. I'm presuming you're attacking the one that Pan threw the
Yes.
hammer at?
Yes.
Oh.
yes.
That's the top one.
That's the top one, yeah.
So, you burn that wolf, you can see singed fur, and it yelps and cowers back, but still alive, just hanging on.
Oh, man.
Vardos,
I'm gonna throw another dagger.
okay.
I have two left because I one is lost in the forest somewhere.
You saw what happened after you armed it last time.
Hey, I don't care. I just don't want to get close. Like I don't want to get my neck turned.
There you
Oh!
go.
Ooh,
There you
There
go.
we go.
Nice.
okay. That was an incredibly unnecessary amount of damage because it only had 1 hit point, but you've killed it.
Like, I feel so useless at the same time. Useful. Oh,
So, I mean, your dagger just like straight in the eye into the poor mutt's brain. It yelps, collapses. And it's this last wolf's turn. And I think, now that it doesn't have a pack anymore, it's going to run to the back of the cave and cower.
Come on, at least attack me. That would be the logical thing to do.
if you want, I'll attack you. Don't worry.
This is the point where we walk up and just slit Hjalmar's throat. Leave him be.
I never liked him anyway.
Why would you not roll for me a secret death saving throw?
Oof.
How do I roll in secret?
There should
Posture.
be, there should be a tab at the top of your character sheet.
Oh, to GM.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then just click death save.
Ooh, I like this.
To GM.
Hide your emotions.
Okay. Oof, that's a bad miss.
Yeah. Nice to have played with you guys. I'm out. I'll come back next week with my goblin character.
Pan.
You can play as Greek.
Anne is gonna use her action and drag Yalmar back.
Okay. You drag Hjalmar out of the kennel and onto the
Water.
ledge.
Oh,
There's like a ledge on one side.
Okay.
And my head is literally hitting every fucking stone on the way there.
Ow, ow, ow. And then you end up in the water.
Yeah.
I'm unconscious, so I don't care.
That's another dead saving throw if I ever heard one.
That's all paying
Now
into
you-
you.
I'll throw my last dagger at the cowering wolf.
Okay.
Actually, I mean it's cowering, so it won't attack me when I come close. Well, it probably will. I'll just.
I don't think
throw-
it's your turn yet.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's bad.
It's
I just-
Tamar's turn.
I did that is bad, actually.
Oh, did you finish your turn?
Yeah, I mean she used her action and she moved, so
What did you use your action on?
dragging
Yeah,
Pulling
Yalmar.
back, yeah.
Dragon Hilma.
Almost
All right.
done.
Yeah, fair enough. He is so much bigger that it would take, I think, an action to be able to drag him along. Anyway, so yes, Tamar.
Just gonna use in that wolf. Just gonna use Sacred Flame.
Okay.
Just like grab the end of my staff and just click the fingers, and just click the fingers because it's arrogance. Do 1 damage.
Okay, let's see.
Let's see if this succeeds.
We should have switched turns.
It's gonna fail anyway. Die.
You see the tiny flash like a dying torch where the wolf was for a minute.
Teach me
Let's-
humility.
Tessely?
I'm going to step in front of Hjalmar and Sacred Flame again.
Okay. Right.
I said burn.
Oh, it fails.
Fails.
Not much damage, but
No. You singe the wolf and it yelps and tries to get even further away. You can see there's like a pile of like refuse and horrible stuff that's just dumped right at the back of this little kennel cavern, and it's just scrabbling, trying to get into that and away from you people, you horrible murderers.
just put the poor creature out of his misery already, guys. And I just walk up to it and slash at it with my rapier.
Okay. Okay, you hit. You don't kill it, but you.
Wow, come on!
And before it crits you, we have 2 people.
I feel so horrible right now.
It can
So-
technically
Well,
crit for.
true.
It can technically crit for like 18 points of damage.
Since you've walked up and like tried to shank it, it's gonna lash out.
Oh my god!
I don't get it.
Oh my fucking god, I'm knocked.
Are you unconscious? Are you
I'm
serious?
Oh
unconscious.
no!
Oh my god!
Oh.
Jesus Christ!
You
Oh.
people.
By the way,
Why
why
do you go into melee with the wolf that nearly killed me?
did you not learn from the other guy's mistake?
Honestly, after you roll a 20, you think you're not gonna roll a 3. I'm just saying.
Hjalmar, can you give me another secret death save?
And nobody healed him.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh no.
This is
Okay,
terrible.
Pan, it's your turn now.
He's gonna give him a point of lay on hands.
Okay. So, the healing touch of Pan, the dwarf gnome paladin, restores to life, well, not life, consciousness, Hjalmar. You regain 1 hit point, and you must roll a d12.
Okay.
11. Okay.
Oh,
Is lower
fuck.
I can't remember. Is
Okay.
lower better than higher?
So, one of your items was broken when you went down. Perhaps you landed heavily on it as the wolf dragged you by the neck to the floor. Roll
That's
1d8.
okay.
No.
You've broken your great axe.
Oh wow!
You snapped the haft clean through.
You're gonna need a blacksmith to repair that.
I wonder.
If only we had a blacksmith. If only there were people out
If
here.
only we had time.
Okay. So, was there anything else you were doing, Pan?
She's moving in front of Tesla because she's a good sister.
Okay.
I'm trying to find the list of things.
Yeah, I've got it. I've got the list. It's under the
There's,
handouts.
there's a handout with it.
Oh,
so-
nice. I forgot about that. Yeah.
Tamar, it's your turn.
Seeing the fool do that thing, I'm gonna go up and just like get as close as I can to Vardos with Eldritch Blast. The
An
wolf.
Eldritch Blast Vardos.
No, get Eldritch Blast. Yeah, just go, you fool, and just do that. Nah. I'll get Eldritch Blast the wolf.
Okay.
Okay, that has to be dead. Come on.
Not dead!
Oh, come on! Come on, man! Come on!
This is like just torturing that wolf, really.
Oh,
Poor wolf.
Tessely.
Kill the damn wolf already.
Fez, I could heal you right now, but the wolf could just attack you again.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking as well. I try another sacred flame.
Kill the beast.
Come on.
Well, that'll kill the beast, but whether or not he
Right.
succeeds.
If it fails this, it is definitely dead. If it fails,
It's gonna save. It's gonna roll a 20 or something.
it's safe.
Darn!
Okay, Vardos. Make me a
Oh.
death saving throw in secret.
Alright.
Ah, Jesus Christ. What the heck is this poor wolf gonna do?
This poor wolf. I'm feeling bad now.
I was feeling bad before, now not so much.
I mean, Vardos
I'm
is
a-
right at its feet, but, you know, it's still under attack. It's really badly hurt. I think it's gonna get as far as it can away and dodge.
Oh.
Hjalmar, you're awake. Your axe is broken.
I'm crouching back to the next wall of the cavern, sit down and start to cry. Like really fucking ugly crying with the 2 parts of the great axe in my hand.
One of which is still glowing very brightly.
It doesn't care, I'm just
You hear
crying.
a
Oh,
rumbling
wow.
through the cave. Oh no.
Pan,
Pan is gonna lay on hands another point off to Vardas.
okay, Vardos,
And
you
then
gain 1 hit point.
Yay.
he's going to. How far back is the wolf?
Like 20 feet.
Okay, she's not like approaching the wolf, but she's just standing in front of Vardos, so it doesn't like instantly, go after
Okay.
him
So,
again.
don't go after him, go after you, we lose another person.
Unless you go right up to it.
No,
I
she's
think
she's standing in front of Vardos. Basically, she's not trying to like approach it.
okay. So, is that the end of the turn?
Yeah, that's all she can do. It's an action to lay on hands.
Right. Vardos, it's your time to roll a d12.
Ooh. In private or
No, roll it out in front, that's fine.
a D12. Alright, so
Oh, that's one of the worst ones.
Yeah.
Wow.
So the gash that the wolf has driven through your neck is not.
also my neck, Jesus.
Yeah, well,
It's
that's where
strange.
wolves go for. So, it hasn't severed the arteries and stuff, but you're still bleeding. It's not clotting.
Alright.
Back.
Tamar,
I can do a medicine check on that at least.
What's your medicine?
It's okay.
No, like, what is your medicine?
It is okay.
We can do it after. It's
Okay.
Tamar's
Fair of
turn.
it to just try to Eldritch Blast that for the bloody wolf.
okay. You kill a
Dead.
wolf.
Dead.
Finally.
And I look over Vardos and use healing light. And I just I realise I have one here, so I can just do that. Heal for 4.
Pan picks up her hammer off the ground and puts it back into her belts, and
Who did you heal?
Vardos.
Me. Ooh, yay.
she then kind of walks back over into the trail, and she says to the other ones, she says, I'm all out of healing now thanks to your antics. Perhaps use a little more intelligence in the future.
Yeah, this was not a smart decision. And then I walk up to Hjalmar and I cast Cure Wounds.
Alright. Can I roll a medicine check already to
You can make one now, but
Hjalmar, you heal 11 points.
Yep.
Damn! The crit! Oh,
Okay.
bloody hell, that's 16.
It's okay.
You managed to staunch it and bandage it up enough that your open wound will no longer be an issue. But that's going to trouble you for a while.
Alright, yeah. I'm gonna have a sword nick for a while. Alright. Good. I'm fine with
We can't spare any time as mentioned before, so let's get a move on.
Yep, I'm good with that. I reach out to Tamar because I'm still lying on the floor, I'm guessing.
Yeah, and I
I'll
just put my
check
hand
my-
out just to pick him up.
Yeah. And I brush myself off with my hands and I go,
Full.
oh, thanks man. I appreciate it.
Full.
What?
He did that, he paid the price. You watched him do it, you did the same, you paid the price.
Honestly, in my defense, the wolf looked kind of like semi-near dying. At least wounded. I really didn't think that like a carrying wolf would be a problem for me.
Still has big
Oh.
teeth.
Oh, I just
An animal is the most dangerous when it is wounded and cornered.
you're making a fair point.
We can talk about this later. If we need to move on, there's people to save.
I am.
Pan is right.
I say like 1 second. I will follow you guys. Go ahead, and I go and grab my 2 daggers that I dropped. In attack.
I look at Hjalmar and I ask him, "Do you have any other weapons you can use for now? I can fix this, but not now."
While Vardos is in the kennels grabbing his daggers, you hear a rumbling
Oh gosh.
and the flow of water.
Oh.
No, I'm still over here. I never walked back. I never stayed there.
A second torrent of water floods down the stream.
Oh crap! The wolves still got hit.
Is there still that alcove that we can jump into right now?
They didn't get damaged though, the wolves. They just were wet.
Oh.
Yeah.
So like there might be some splashing on us. Do we need to roll as well?
You can see the alcove. If you make a dexterity save, it's going to be a very big DC. You can get in there, or you can jump in the kennels.
We'll jump in the kennels if it's closer, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So, everyone that was not in the kennels, make me a DC. No, a dex saving throw, sorry. Okay.
Oh,
Oh no!
panic!
Okay. So, Tessely, just with the grace of an elf almost, leaps across the stream, does a roll, and comes up standing in the kennels. Meanwhile, the torrent of water smashes into Pan and Hjalmar, who now need to make strength saving throws.
Oh, this is
Oh
this.
dear.
I'm
Oh,
not gonna say what. I'm not gonna say what. That was.
Honestly, because of the situation, I'll give myself a disadvantage because Yama is basically broken right now.
Oh god. Well,
Still broken, the rook stays.
you're so desolate over your failure in front of your new friends and your broken thing that you just ignore the water as it splashes over you, and you just sort of get carried along in the wake. But poor Pan, for the second time, is completely blown away by this massive wave and is bashed against the rocks as you are both once again thrown out of this cavern.
Ow.
Oh.
Oh come on!
Vardos and Tamar, you get
Mhm.
splashed as the water rushes through.
Back up.
You're both a bit soggy.
Oh man. I mean, at least
Use
my
it.
clothes are clean from blood now.
Pan
I use
comes
the
back
catch.
with her head is bleeding again.
Yeah, I just used that catcher again just to clean both of us.
Oh. Thanks again, Tamar.
Yeah.
You are a most useful
Pan.
companion to have around.
come here. You're looking even worse now. How's your head?
It's fine.
That's the point where. Oh no.
Yep. As
Shit.
you get back in, you spot a goblin right at the far end, coming around to see if they've managed to get rid of these intruders. They see you there.
Hi.
Hello.
It turns around and runs back up.
Can we attack it?
Yes.
Can I try to convince
That was
it?
smart.
Ooh. I have an idea.
Like-
How,
I use
how
miss-
far is it away?
Can I use message on him?
Hang on a sec.
Sorry.
It is 20 feet away.
She throws her hammer at, or one of her hammers.
Oh wait, will I see it because I'm still in the kennel because I never managed to walk out.
Yeah, if you're in the kennel and you don't see him come around the corner.
Fuck,
Oh,
I was
okay.
gonna walk
And I
out
don't-
as well. It's actually gonna walk. Damn it.
You clonk it in the face with your hammer, but it does not get knocked out.
Does anyone else do anything?
I'm gonna be too late. As I see her throw the hammer, can I like? Am
I've
I
got a
fast enough?
Matrix jump.
Yeah, am I fast enough to
You're-
move
you're not-
forward and see it.
You're not fast enough to get out, see it, and attack it. Only these three are.
Fair enough.
Wasn't I like? Didn't I jump into the kennels though to escape the torrent of water?
Yeah, but then you came out.
Oh
when
yeah,
Pan-
yeah. So then I want a Sacred Flame.
Okay.
So that's my only ranged thing.
Ooh, that's a good damage.
Here comes the natural
Come
20.
on.
Here comes the natural one.
No.
No.
We do that.
What about Yalmar? You got javelins, right?
Yama
broken
is,
man.
Yeah.
Yama
Broken
is,
man.
Yama is still crying. He is not even approachable at this time.
No.
Oh dear. The injured goblin runs back up into the cave, and you lose sight of him.
Okay. Can I make a run for the alcove?
Yeah.
I make a run for the alcove as fast as I can.
Okay.
Between Yama, what's your health at?
12.
Pan, what's your health at?
7.
I'm gonna walk up to Pan and use Cure Wounds.
Okay. So
You're in the-
Vardos,
Yes.
when you get to this alcove that you saw earlier, you see that the bottom of it is like lots of gravel and broken rock,
Okay.
and about 20 feet up, you can see this ledge that you could climb up, get on that ledge, and then just behind that, you can see like another rocky wall, and just behind that, there seems to be some sort of other passage at the top of that, and you
Okay.
can see like a faint flicker of firelight coming from the end of one of those passages.
Can I see something else? Like, do I see any movement? Like,
On the opposite side of the alcove, as you saw, like the stream turning away from you,
yeah.
there's like 20 feet up in the air. There's like a bridge across, and
Alright.
you can see a goblin on there, and you can see like the other one that ran away, like behind that one. You can hear him shouting.
Ooh. Can I ooh. Can I message him? So can I see the one that's like on top of the bridge?
You can see both of them because you've
But,
got dark
like-
vision.
But one is like running around the corner away from me, and another one is on the bridge.
Yeah, the one on the bridge looks like he's going to throw a spear at you soon.
Oh, he sees me.
Yeah, you didn't stealth, you just ran up as quick as you can, right?
Okay, yeah. I'm just gonna. Is there a way, like in the alcove, to hide, like to cover myself from the spear?
Yep.
I do that.
Okay.
Pretty much all I do. I'm gonna get hit again. This is gonna be horrible.
Make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, God.
Ooh. That's fine. Did it roll?
Don't see it.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
And now I roll twice, I think. Yeah, see, like.
You managed to duck behind the wall just as the spear javelin it's throwing thunks through the air where you just were.
Can I grab the spear and throw it back at him?
Not yet.
Alright.
So, what are the rest of you doing?
I'm
Does
Oh, wait,
trying to snap Hjalmar out of this. I'm like when I see that words don't work, I
oops.
slap him. Hjalmar. I slap him again.
He finally gets out of this, still crying, but now he's listening.
Right. I can fix your axe, but we have no time right now. You need to focus. Do you have another weapon you can use?
He nods and he gets one of the spears out
Okay.
and pulls the shield out of his backpack because a spear can be used with one hand.
All right. Come on. We need to get going.
Pan is gonna run up. You said there's like an alcove up here, right? With like a place.
Oh. Yeah, you can get to where
I'll promise I'll
is.
fix it, okay?
He is not talking, he's just nodding and going the way you pointed.
Come on.
Pan will try to use her grappling hook and rope to get up there.
well, at the moment, well, I mean, if you run in there, but there's that goblin that's still, throwing spears, and you managed to see it as well.
He's gonna try to climb up.
Okay.
Can I help her? When I notice she's climbing up.
He has a grappling hook and a rope.
I mean, you could help if you were already at the top.
You could give her
no.
a boost.
Yeah, I'll give her a boost. Can I do that?
Yeah, I suppose that would work. So,
What do I need to?
I don't know. How heavy is Pan in all of her armor and gear?
With her armor and gear, about 100 pounds.
Okay.
That's with all her stuff.
So, I mean, you could easily lift Pan in this stuff if you had time, but if you're doing it really quickly, you need to make a strength check or athletics.
I guess we don't really have time. Can I do athletic?
Yep.
I'm not useful at all.
Okay. You try and lift Pan up, but you can't get her over your shoulders.
Well, she's climbing her grappling hook.
Could I have... While she's doing that, I'm going to walk past Hjalmar and just go... Put my hand to his shoulder and go, Hjalmar! You are more than an axe!
He just looks at you.
You are a barbarian! Let them know it!
He just looks at you and goes straight where he was pointed.
And then I just go, follow them up as well.
Vardos, are you looking out at the guy on the bridge?
Yeah, I take the spear and I try and I look still behind cover, kind of just throwing my head around to see if I can see him and what he's doing.
Okay.
And if anybody's approaching us as well from the normal way.
On the bridge, he's moving to the left into a passageway. You can throw your spear if you make a dexterity check.
Oh, all right, yeah, awesome.
Oh, basically it's just a ranged attack roll.
Yeah, I have I added this. I actually added the spear to my inventory real quick.
Okay, just roll the damage then, because the 16 did it. 1. Great.
Oh, man.
So
You have zero strength.
I what?
You have
You
zero.
think you grazed him? But,
Okay.
he moves into the passage.
You slightly caressed his knee with that throw.
You're crying in the back.
I'm not crying anymore. I'm just mindlessly going where I'm pointed.
Okay, so Pan, you're climbing up the thing onto this ledge
Mhm.
when Hjalmar and Tesli and Temar arrive at the bottom in this alcove. Are any of you going to join her in climbing, or are you just going to let
Let's
her go?
basically, can we still see any of the goblins, or are they all gone? Because I know there's 2 of them, but they're just all gone.
Yeah, you can hear vaguely, over the sound of the stream that's calmed down again. One of them shouting off in the depths.
So yeah, they're both just pieced out, just gone.
One move to the left, and the outgo moves to the right. If I'm right.
So
Right, Zil?
there's the stream in the middle. Your
Mhm.
alcove is on the left side of the stream.
Yes.
And like 40 feet up, climbing these walls and ledges, there seems to be a passage. And opposite side of you, there's a bridge across the stream as it curves around. And the goblin on there went to the left into a passage, which you presume will therefore connect to the one that Pan is trying to climb up to.
Mm-hmm.
I see Pan climb out, go, and then I start climbing after her.
But like the other goblin that ran away ran towards the right.
See,
It
I'm gonna
veered off
I'm
to
gonna
the
go
right.
right and then just have a quick look just to see.
Yeah.
Just to see if it does actually just lead all the way around.
Wait, sorry, you can.
I'm
The
going to
The
go
goblin
right.
on the ground did run around to the right because it
Yeah.
didn't go in the alcove, and you haven't seen any other things yet.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm gonna go up and I'm just gonna see them climbing and I'm gonna see Varos.
Yes.
Did the goblin go this way? And I'll point to the right.
Yes. He followed the river. He followed the creek. Followed the water.
Alright. I'm gonna go this way and have a quick look. And you may see me again up there. But so I'm gonna go down the right and just have a look down there.
All right.
Okay. You follow the stream round, and
Can I follow him?
Slowly.
yeah, you could follow him.
I'm gonna follow him. Because he's like the one that's the nicest to me so far, so I'm just gonna follow him. I'm not gonna let him go alone.
So you follow the stream round, and you see that it's now soaked, but there's like a dry ledge that leads around. It curves up to the right as it goes upwards into this cavern. And you see, like at the back of this, there's like collapsed stone walls where the stream is now trickling over.
Okay.
Okay. Is it still leading? Can I just keep following it around?
It seems to be winding up and around.
So yeah,
Where's-
I'll just follow it up and around, and I'm certain I'll probably get there before Pan gets to the top.
So the stream and the ledge divert, and the stream just curves right around and goes up some natural steps. And you can see beyond here, there's another chamber, and you can see three goblins are busy working on these stone walls that used to contain all of this dammed up river water. And they spot you, and you spot them.
Rolling initiative.
Ah! It'll just blast one of them just quickly.
Before that happens, going back to the other guys, what are Pan and Tessely doing? Are they still climbing up?
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
we're making it up. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Is Hjalmar following?
Yep.
Okay. So, I'm not going to make you do checks to climb up, it's just difficult. And it's 20 feet up, so that would take 40 feet of movement. But Pan got a 5-foot boost by being lifted somewhat by Vardos.
She makes her way up as fast as she can.
Okay, so Pan, you step on this ledge, and it seems pretty fine. And then Tessely steps on this ledge, and it doesn't feel quite so fine anymore.
Oh no.
And then Hjalmar steps on the ledge, and it gives way.
Oh god.
Oh
There-
god.
There's nowhere else on the ledge. I thought it was like a area.
Yeah, there's like it's like 5 foot long, and there's another wall that you have to climb up.
Oh, well, she would have started climbing the next wall then.
Okay. So you can quickly get up there because nothing's wrong with you.
Mhm.
But when Hjalmar gets on it, that's when there's too much weight and it starts to collapse.
Oh gosh.
So
Is there time for us to quickly grab on to climb as well, or
you can make a dexterity saving throw.
okay? Ugh.
Oof, you needed 11, unfortunately.
No.
We are the
Could
most
tell all that
useless
just
band
so
of
in the wind.
Oh
Yep.
gosh.
Hjalmar got an 18, but he rolled it to me in secret for some reason.
Oh,
Yep.
Alright, so Hjalmar makes it.
I'm taking the 5.
Okay, with that, like 18, that's pretty good. You've exceeded it a lot. So you can make another one to try and grab Tessely as she slips down the wall.
No, 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 no!
Why not?
Okay.
I just throw you up the edge.
Tessely, Hjalmar reaches out, grabs hold of you as the ledge gives way, and you're both clinging to the wall below Pan.
Oh, thank you.
Mm,
Ugh.
Tanlo looked back worried, but then continued climbing towards the top.
wow.
Okay.
Oh crap.
Wow.
It's not like she's gonna be able to pull them up while it's climbing.
Oh no, that's it. Yeah, it's like yeah. It's like I'm not saying wow to that. No, I'm not saying wow to that. I mean crap to the next thing. But it's like yeah, I'm not expecting her to turn around and go, yeah, let me just pull you two up right now. Like
She could at least try. Like it's
She's
It's
2'11".
I was about to say, what are you expecting here?
Also, like, don't you think that if she sees that like the ground gives way, that she's afraid that the ground would give away where she's standing now?
ah.
She's gonna finish her climb.
Did I do that Eldritch Blast not quick enough that it was? Oh wow,
Oh.
Uh-oh.
that's
there-
bad.
Like,
I was gonna say,
everything.
did I do that Eldritch Blast quick enough to take to hit one of them, but before the initiative?
No, you weren't able to surprise them. This
Son
is
of a
initiative
bitch.
determined.
All right,
do we need to roll
excuse
initiative?
my language again.
Yes.
Oh, joy.
All right, so only one of them's ahead of me.
Yeah, same. You're in front of me. I'm just pointing out. Damar is in front of me.
Oh wait, oh right, okay. You're not talking about initiative. You mean I'm standing in front of
Yeah,
you?
you are physically in front of me.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Wait, where did the 18 come from?
What?
Oh,
yeah.
Hjalmar, you rolled in secret again. You
I'm
Alright.
still rolling secret, yeah.
Oh, so everyone's rolling initiative.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, if
I mean-
you decide to stop climbing up on this side and go over to their side, it'll come important. But at the moment, it's fine.
Oh, I'll just roll it for the sake of it.
Okay.
Please come to our side. Please,
And
please,
then-
please come to our
And
side.
then this lady here, this one here.
This little piggy.
The first of the 3 goblins that you
Oh, crap.
spotted at these dams runs up and tries to jab you with a spear. Tamar.
I'm taking damage.
Yeah.
That's a hit.
Took 8 piercing damage.
Ho ho ho! Ho
Okay.
ho! Oh, I'm in trouble.
Okay. Tessely and Hjalmar climbing up the slope behind Pan.
Yep.
I would like to try something.
Okay.
I would like to rage and say to Tessely, if I calm down, slap me, and then I'll going to try to throw her up the edge with an athletics roll.
Okay.
Tesley's eyes just go wide.
Okay. Make an athletics check with advantage.
Me. Okay.
And. Okay.
Oh, hi.
Toss.
Okay.
You do not manage to throw this dwarf 20 feet up in the air.
Tossing a dwarf is so offensive.
Hard as well.
Hey,
It's like-
hey.
Unlike halflings and gnomes, we're stockier, heavier.
You're
Just-
also
just
wearing
don't tell the
male
elf.
armor.
Yeah, yeah.
It
So-
was an idea.
No, what happens? To me.
It's like throws her into the wall.
It is still a 13.
Yep. So you are thrown upwards,
Mm-hmm.
but not very far.
Okay, so it's just like a boost.
Yes.
Okay.
So you and Pan are now level, with Hayama behind you. Anyway,
It's not gonna go well.
Vardos, you and Tamar ran directly into 3 goblins.
Yeah. We're okay. Can I use my
This is
action
bad.
to pull him away and around the corner, backwards, and then
Question: a character. I don't know if this is maybe metagaming.
What?
If he pulls me, do you get does the attack of opportunity hit him or me?
Wait, yeah, is there an attack of opportunity?
Yeah.
He just attack. Oh, okay, no, yeah, that's
Anytime like you move out of melee, the other
When-
can make
right,
Yeah.
and he was in
an
melee.
attack of opportunity.
So, when you are moved against your will, you get an attack of opportunity. No, I mean, you don't. So, he can move you automatically if you consent, but then you'll get an AOO.
Right. So if I said to him, "Yeah,
Actually,
kill me,"
this rules thing is weird. So, if you drag Tamar out of it, I will say that there is an attack of opportunity, but it's on Vardos, not Tamar.
Oh man, no, like I'll do something else.
Okay.
Considering I totally forgot about that. I mean, no. Then I'll put my hands. Like he was slashed, right?
I was stabbed with a
He
spear.
was stuck with a spear, yeah.
Stuck with a spear. Okay, I put my hand around his waist and onto the wound,
Okay.
and I do healing touch. Healing. Wait, which one of the two is it?
Getting pretty close here.
It's cure wounds.
Cure wounds. Yeah, I do cure wounds.
Okay.
And I say, I think we fucked up, mate.
Just a little bit.
And then I use my action to back off a little bit. Like towards the corner, so I still have eyes on Tamar, but they don't have eyes on me anymore. Is that possible?
Yes,
All right.
because it's a curved passageway.
Yeah, I thought as much from what you explained earlier.
So you can back away and still see Tamar, but they can't see you and you can't see them.
That is great. I am sorry, Tamar.
Tamar,
Yep, cheers, man.
you've got one goblin in front of you, and there's 2 more itching to come towards you.
See that first one?
The one in front of you, yeah.
Yeah, the one right in front of me. If I use Eldritch Blast on him,
You would have disadvantage.
I'd have disadvantage. Yeah.
Mhm.
Is this thing just wielding a spear?
Yes.
I think you can still disengage as an action.
You can definitely disengage and
Oh, that's a good
use
point.
your movement to go away.
Oh, that's a good point. I could do. Is that thing still going to be chasing me?
They are the same speed as you, so
Yeah.
it could catch up to you.
But the other ones are farther away, though.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna just
Only
run
be
my
the-
doorbell 1 second.
Wouldn't it only be the first one that can reach to him because the other ones are like further away?
Yeah, the other ones haven't gone yet, so they would have to dash to catch up to you.
Alright, so yeah, I'm going to do that actually. I'll just do a disengage.
Okay.
Do a disengage and then just back away as much as I can.
Don't know who or what that was.
Okay. So you disengage and flee.
yeah.
Very
Basically.
rude that you don't open the door for me, Pam. I mean, Ellie. I'm like standing here in the cold.
That's extremely creepy.
There you go.
So
Well,
that's why
again-
you were in the car.
He's just joking. It was me because I've come to get those. Anyway, it's your
yeah,
turn.
that'll be it.
Pan is gonna turn on that music from Rocky and then keep climbing.
Okay.
Hey,
It's-
no, we don't want to get copyright strikes.
Yeah, it's, Just a couple of seconds.
It's 20 feet to climb, so you can get to the top by using all of your movement and an action.
Yeah.
Because you have to spend difficult terrain movement to get up there.
Gotcha. So she should be able to actually get on the top of it then, right?
You're on the top, and you see to your left there is a large chamber. It's full of goblins.
Oh god.
Oh, we're so dead.
And there's a campfire. Behind you, to the right, as you were climbing up, there's a passage that leads around that you presume connects to that bridge. All of the goblins are looking at you.
Oh no.
Oh man.
She just waves at them.
Hi.
Man, back down she goes.
I'm John McClure.
This has gone from bad to worse.
Yeah, just you.
Oh, man. So new characters, guys.
Yep. See you next week with new characters. Oh my god. Jesus.
Don't let me go and like find a new name because that's gonna take another 2 weeks.
Okay, so that is what Pan sees. Vardos and Tamar, you have a whole bunch of goblins on you.
Oh, of course, because the action and dash to get right in front of us.
Yep.
Oh no. Oh god.
One's able to attack us, right?
The first one tries to stab Tamar because he was the one who only had to move 30 feet.
Please don't.
Don't crit.
Yeah.
I barely survived. That's a hit. I barely survived the last one.
Come
Oh, no.
on. Okay,
Okay, that's not bad.
that's fine.
Okay. Tessely.
Well, I am climbing,
Okay.
and I have the same speed as Pan, so I'm guessing I get up next to
Pan,
her.
Pan's gonna shout back at you actually and be like, I think it might be best if you climb back down.
And then she just standing next to you. Too late.
Yep, nope, yep, nope.
Hi.
Okay. Hjalmar, you heard. Oh, did you actually climb? I didn't mean to.
Yeah.
Well, if
He threw, but does that not mean he still has his movement?
No, who did you talk to, Zil? Was it Tessely?
it was.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I moved you up next to Pan, assuming you went up, but then.
Oh well, if I heard her saying that I should climb back down, then I wouldn't have gotten all the way up.
Okay.
Like, I think I would just hang on and wait for her to start climbing down as well.
Okay. So Hjalmar.
Yep. I'm going. Can I go up and not spend an action to move up? Like, can I get there with my movement?
You've got. It's 20 feet up, so that you spend 40 feet of movement.
I'll climb up to the top and then shout to everybody, "Run, fools! Run!" And
So you heard Pan say, perhaps it's best you climb down.
Yep.
Tessely takes this advice, you ignore it, you go right to the top, and you see a whole bunch of goblins.
I say to my group, "Run, you fools, run!"
I think the word is fly. You fool.
Yeah, I just imagine you're like Gandalf. You climb up to the top, you like look over, you see the goblins, and then you just let go.
Basically, yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Okay. At this point,
I advise all of you to flee the fuck out of here.
one of the goblins steps forward,
Oh no.
and
Korg.
drags someone along behind him, pulls him in the front.
Ooh.
You recognize this man. It's Sildar Hall. He's beat up. He's incredibly bad. This goblin holds up a knife to Sildar's neck and says, "Don't nobody move." And that's the end of this session.
Oh my
come on!
god! Oh!
I am not pissed at all. I'm not mad.
Oh, Jesus.
This really couldn't have gone any worse.
No!
Okay. Thanks for
Oh,
watching, everybody. See you
actually,
next
I-
week.
I
Bye.
might get you some background information.